It's an easy breezy Friday from Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, as the Gatemen return home tonight to face the Hyannis Harbor Hawks here on this Red Shirt Friday, honoring military veterans and their families across the Cape Cod Baseball League. The Gatemen come into this one with a record of 9-2. They have won 6 in a row for the first time since 2016. Ethan Eibe and Kyle Marchak with you on the Gateman Baseball Network pregame show here on Cape League TV. Kyle, I'll ask you, what has been powering this streak as of late?
They've just been playing good baseball. I wish I could give you an analysis on it. Oh, they've been doing this and this and this. They've just been playing good baseball. They lead the league in extra base hits, so they're driving runs in, and their pitching, especially the bullpen, is clutched up. Yesterday is the 4th time in this 6-game win streak that the bullpen has combined for at least 3 different arms for 5 innings or more with at least 1 earned run or less earned. Now, it sounds like an ESPN statistic, but it's true, and it's important. The bullpen clutches up even if the starter doesn't pitch well, which in yesterday's case, Yoel Tejeda introduced himself, or at least reintroduced himself to the league too. So everything's clicking for this team right now.
That's right. The Gatemen got it done yesterday at Veterans Field, an 8-2 win over at Chatham. Tonight it'll be Cole Layman making his 3rd start for the Gatemen this season, and our very own Jesse Simmons caught up with him just now.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Cole Layman, starting right-handed pitcher from Lehigh University. Cole, it's a bright Friday afternoon. How are you feeling today?
Awesome. First home start. Can't wait to get after it.
Exactly. And so, speaking of starts, your first start, 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs. The second start after that, not exactly what you wanted, but is there something you can think of that you might want to pull back from that first start that you can pull into today?
Yeah, for sure. Like when things go south, just kind of making the adjustment. I really struggled with making an adjustment last time. So today, if anything goes wrong, let's hope we can make an adjustment. So.
And you know, hitters in the Cape, they're coming from all over the country. Hyannis Harbor Hawks, they're in the league best, right behind our very own Gateman with a .264 batting average. What's a little something we're going to see from you today that will be able to keep these Harbor Hawks off balance?
Yeah, just trusting my defense. Mixing my pitches. Like I said last week, didn't work too well, but try to go inside, outside. Hit my spots, stay in the zone, and yeah, hopefully that keeps them off balance.
And one more thing, so for those of you who don't know, I spent a little bit of time in Charlotte myself, and Shred Athletics is a place that you have spent and developed, I saw. Tell me a little bit about that, how they have been able to develop not only you as a player, but this past season and maybe into the Cape and some pitching?
Yeah, so I've been with Shred since my senior year of high school. I went down there for in-person evaluation. It was fantastic. Right now, I'm actually on my 3rd performance coach there. I have a great relationship with all of my coaches there and all the staff there. They're awesome. So, just helping keep my body in shape as well as, what pitch to throw in what count, kind of pitch design, stuff like that. So they've been a huge help.
And keeping your body in shape is good, but it's also mental.
Yeah,
mental.
Sure.
What is like a little maybe memo or motto you keep yourself on the mound that if you get in a little bit of trouble, what are you telling yourself out there to just keep going?
Just like I've been here before, tough spots out there. And at the end of the day, no matter what happens, I'll be all right. It's just, got to get through that in that moment. So.
Don't forget it's summer ball, right?
Yeah.
It's summer ball. You can have fun.
Yep.
Well, that was Cole Layman, right-handed pitcher from Lehigh University, and he is today's starter, and we'll see you very soon.
Great stuff there from Jesse Simmons and Cole Layman. Layman, of course, looking for a little bit of a bounce-back effort. 3 innings last time out against Bourne. The walks piled up for him. He'll be looking to return to form like we saw him in his debut against Falmouth.
Yeah, exactly. Against Falmouth, it was just 1 earned run in those 5 innings. It was a great way to introduce himself to the league against a team that was expected to be good in the Commodores. Ended up being a big win, the first one at that for the Gatemen in 2024. So yeah, a guy who really finds cruise control when he's not giving up walks. There are days where you're going to have a lack of command, but we know he has the stuff. That's what he just said. And on top of that, he said being relaxed, which how could you not with a day like this, right?
Absolutely. The Hyannis Harbor Hawks coming in with a record of 6-4-1. They will throw out there Cade Crossland, a right-hander out of the University of Oklahoma. He's pitched in 3 games so far this year, 2 earned runs across 4 innings. Hyannis coming off a win over the Harwich Mariners, a 5-4 win. That snapped a 3-game losing streak for them. Now, one guy to watch today, really hot yesterday over at Chatham, was Brendan Summerhill. The Arizona outfielder had a career night in the Cape League, 6 RBIs, including a grand slam, Kyle.
Yeah, just a complete breakout game for a guy who we knew had legit on-base skills, and he's clutch, too. He hit a couple of walk-offs, one to win the Pac-12 tournament for Arizona this past year. And then in this game, clutch wasn't really needed. He helped this team separate early, but that grand slam, right on cue, right? The bases juiced in the 3rd inning or 2nd inning, and he drilled one 400 feet to right field. This kid really showed the bat speed yesterday. Things are just clicking for him.
This will be the 2nd game between the Gatemen and the Harbor Hawks this year. Gatemen got it done 5 days ago, an 11-6 win that vaulted them to first place in the Cape League West, which is where they stand 9-2 entering play. So we've got you set up for this game here at at Spillane Field. Ethan Eibe, Kyle Marchak, and of course Jesse Simmons will be on the call later on here on Cape League TV, a 6 o'clock start time between the Gatemen and the Harbor Hawks on the Gateman Baseball Network.
Now direct your attention to the pitcher's mound for tonight's first pitch ceremony. Throwing out the first pitch tonight is Abby Burnett. She is the sister of Alana Almeida.
A beautiful evening from Spillane Field and a wonderful Friday night for baseball in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Ethan Eibe joined alongside Kyle Marchak here for this presentation on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Our producers tonight, Allison DeWitt and Joe Henry. Our sideline reporter tonight is Jesse Simmons. The Gatemen come in winners of 6 in a row, looking for 7 for the first time since 2016 at a 9-2 record, first in the West. Tonight they face the Hyannis Harbor Hawks at 6-4-1, currently third in the West. This is the second time Hyannis and Wareham have faced off within the last week. It was right here at Spillane Field just 5 days ago that Wareham defeated Hyannis 11-6 and took over first place in the Cape League West Division. Kyle Marchak tonight, it'll be Cole Layman on the mound. He's looking for a bounce-back start. Against Bourne 6 days ago, went 3 innings, but the walks piled up on him. He'll look to right the ship tonight.
Yeah, Cole Layman, kind of the same issue that we saw with a couple other pitchers, right? When they have a rough outing, it's the walks. And you talked about it, the free passes. Lower half of the league from this pitching staff in terms of walks, so he's looking to evade that tonight. But that comes after a pretty solid debut in the Cape with 5 innings, just 1 earned run against Falmouth a couple weeks ago. So, again, a guy that we've seen with a high roof, just wasn't his outing last time around. He's back home. He's against, so-so offense. They've had a pretty good run early in the season, but they've leveled out. So a lot of reasons to see some confidence in Layman tonight.
Absolutely. Layman, this will be his first time pitching in front of the home crowd. And tonight, the Gatemen adorned in their red Friday uniforms, honoring military veterans and their families throughout the Cape Cod League tonight. So always great to see that. And the Gatemen rocking the camo hats as well. Layman taking his final warm-up pitches now. We'll get you the starting lineup for Mitch Carricker's Hyannis Harbor Hawks. It is Kane Kepley leading it off. The Liberty outfielder gets the start in right. John Gazdar of Austin P, the shortstop, second. Duke's Wallace Clark at third base hitting third. Michael Delato gets the cleanup spot out of Dallas Baptist. He's the first baseman. Left fielder Mason White out of Arizona in the 5 spot. Eric Snow out of Auburn in the 6 spot, the DH tonight. Nick Groves in center field hitting 7th out of Niagara. With Anthony Silva 8th out of TCU at second base, it is Manny Garza behind the plate out of Rice. He is batting 9th. Hyannis definitely did have a hot start to this year. They won 5 out of their first 6 ball games, cooled off as of late. They got a win yesterday at Harwich 5-4 to snap a 3-game losing skid. But for the Gatemen, winners of 6 in a row, first time they've done that in 8 years. It's come largely because of their league-leading offense. They lead the league in batting average, hitting .275 as a team. Extra base hits, too. They have come often, and they have come in timely moments.
Yeah, 2 days ago we were talking about it. They hit 5 doubles, and we were like, well, we'll see if the law of averages helps out in terms of making the offense look more normal. That hasn't happened. They just continue to get 2-baggers, 3-baggers, home runs. It's been fun watching this offense and this win streak.
Hyannis, a team that struggles away from their home park, McKeon Park in Hyannis. They're just 1-3-1 on the road. As Cole Layman winds up and deals the first offering, it is just inside ball 1 to Kane Kepley. First pitch at 6:03 here at Spillane Field in Wareham. Kepley batted 9th in the first edition between these two teams 5 days ago. Slides up to the leadoff spot, takes ball 2 outside.
First pitch strike's going to be pretty important today for Layman.
2-0. Kepley takes a strike. Layman out of Lehigh, a converted starting pitcher. Started as a reliever for the Mountain Hawks in the Patriot League. Mostly out of the pen his freshman year, and just wrapped up a terrific sophomore year. As Kepley chops one foul at the plate, 2-2. ERA at .231 in 46 2/3 innings. Batters at .237 against him. We saw him dice up that Falmouth Commodores lineup on the second day of the season. He earned the Gatemen's first win. 2-2 coming. It's in the dirt. Full count now to Kepley, hitting .250. A couple of doubles for him. 7 runs driven in. Payoff pitch on the way. It is inside, and it floors Kepley. He springs right back up to take his base.
Yeah, just stuff you got to avoid. Again, first pitch strikes. Walks were the issue last time around with 3 earned runs and 3 frames. Settle back into a rhythm here. Not a full effort guy, right? So once he gets into a rhythm, you can expect a handful of innings out of him.
So here is arguably the most valuable batter in this Harbor Hawks order, John Gazdar out of Austin P. First offering, curveball just inside ball 1. Through the first 10 games, a .405 clip with 13 driven in. .10 at the knees, a called strike. Gazdar right at the top of the Cape League leaderboards and RBI as well. one of the top returners on this Harbor Hawks teams too. Throw over to first, runner back safely. Leads the Hawks in hits, homers, RBI, total bases. Could call him the total package. Has some decent defensive plays at short as well. 1-1. Skips away from White. It sends it to the backstop. Up to second goes Kepley.
Yeah, that's just not the start you want. Giving up a free pass, another free 90 feet right there. Manicuring that mound right now.
He'll look to get back in a groove here with a 2-1 count on Gazdar. Now a runner at second with nobody out. Two 2-1. Just off the plate. Tried to get Gazdar to take the bait. Layman back ready. Here's his 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. 2 batters and 2 walks for the Harbor Hawks. They're in business here in the top half of the first.
Just kind of looks like he's pulling that fastball glove side, and that one just completely spiked.
Now batting at third base, number 6, Wallace Clark from Duke.
Here's Wallace Clark with a chance to drive some early runs home for Hyannis. Hitting just a shade under 300 to start his Cape League season. That's in the dirt for a ball. It's Sam White behind the dish today. Jace Reinhardt in left, Brendan Summerhill in center, Michael Lippy in right. And the rest of the infield sees Colby Turner at third, Antonio Jimenez at short, Bobby Bozer at second, and Eli Putnam at first base. 1-0. Line foul. Layman works best when he's inducing that contact and using his defense to his advantage.
Yeah, I was just about to say the defense has been playing great today. Should have seen them yesterday. Chatham, beautiful infield. They looked as comfortable as ever.
They did. It was quite a night at Veterans Park yesterday at Chatham. An 8-2 win for the Gatemen. 1-1 coming. Fastball just missed the spot.
Man, it's tough. I mean, 2 walks, but that first one, there were a couple of pitches that were really close. Good takes by the hitter, and same thing there. Good fastball. Just didn't get the call.
So 2-1 the count to Wallace Clark. Layman delivers. Runners go, and a foul ball at the plate. Hyannis opting to be aggressive on the base paths early here, but Kepley and Gazdar will have to return to their bases. Layman resets. Here comes the 2-2. Breaking ball chopped, foul. Dribbles to the Hyannis on deck circle. It's Gazdar at first, Kepley at second. Layman looking for his first out. Soft liner left center. It's going to drop a base hit. Over to third goes Kepley. He's held there. And the bases are loaded for the Hawks with nobody out. Clark just served that one the other way.
Yeah, I mean, a good piece of hitting. No hits are made the same, right? That one probably 70 miles an hour off the bat. Just a well-placed knock, right? He got a good piece. Line drive, probably a 15-degree launch angle, and just served it over the shortstop's head. But again, a welcome sign. He didn't square that thing up and smack it to the wall.
Corner infielders in, middle one's back. For Michael Delato, the cleanup man has a chance to do just that. Here's Layman. Slider misses up for ball 1. Delato out of Dallas Baptist. Leads the team in doubles with 4. Hitting well, too, .345 clip. 1-0 coming. It's in the dirt. Nice block from White. Seeing a rotation at the catching position. Last couple of games, it's been Jacob Jarrell. Now Jarrell slotting in as the DH tonight, getting White another chance behind the dish. And now an early mound visit. As White goes out there, he'll be joined by Gateman pitching coach Eric Luxus.
Yeah, just another one of those inauspicious starts with a couple of walks and then a soft single. And probably sound like a broken record by now, but Luxus has a good track record. I wish they kept track of that stat, right? Effective mound visits.
Right.
Where a pitching coach goes out and then there's an out directly afterward. So hitters count right here. We'll see if Layman can come back.
Home plate umpire Will Bowers is heading out there to break up the party. He's joined by Mike Hinojosa at first base and Ben DiCostanzo at third as his three-man umpiring crew tonight.
And they could be talking about the NBA draft for all we know.
Just about anything.
One of the great enigmas of baseball.
We never really know what goes on out there, what gets said. I mean, you can ask them afterwards. They can say whatever they want.
Right? We should secretly mic them up sometime.
We could try. Here's Delotto now with a 2-0 count. Layman winds and deals. And a slider, ankle high, misses. And now you've got nowhere to put him. Bases loaded, nobody out. Just underway at Spillane Field tonight. Wind blowing out towards right center. 3-0. A get-me-over strike. See if Layman goes back to attack mode here. Three-1. Liner smacked foul down the right side. Layman battling back here against Delotto.
Yeah, again, talk about trusting your stuff. Keeping it in the zone and no hard contact there.
Layman ready. Here's the payoff. Another liner foul. Just got a piece of it. Couple of walks to open up this ball game. And a base hit for Wallace Clark loaded the bags. It's a full pond, as you like to say. 3-2 again. A cut and a foul tip. Quite a battle brewing here between Delotto and Layman.
Yeah, and all fastballs, too. We've already seen him try and throw a slider for a strike.
8th pitch of this at-bat coming up next. Into the wind, here it is. Down for ball 4. 3 walks in the inning for Layman. Forces home the first run of the ball game for the Hawks.
It's tough. You know, we talked about it in his last game. It was a lot of walks, and that's what brought in those runs. And, you know, now's the chance to try and reset with a lefty at the dish. It's a different look. See if you can get him to pull something on the inside edge, which is definitely the pitching philosophy of this team, and get a twin killing here.
Mason White steps in. The Hyannis left fielder takes a strike. And the third baseman, Colby Turner, creeping in with that pitch. White out of Arizona. The 0-1. Challenged him with a fastball, and he won. Gets the swing and miss 0-2. White, the most valuable player of the last Pac-12 tournament. His Arizona teammates out there in center field for the Gatemen and Brendan Summerhill. 0-2 on the way. And Layman misses up high with the heat.
I like it. Stick with the heat. Keep challenging him.
Delotto at first, Clark at second, Gazdar at third, the 1-2. Inside it skips away from White. Here comes Gazdar to score. Everyone else advances 90 feet, and the wild pitch plates run number 2 for Hyannis. Clark up to third, Delotto to second. Still nobody out here in this first inning. Cole Layman laboring through the opening frame here. 2-2 to Mason White. Gets a piece and fouls it away. Oh, and the starting pitching falters, even though it is early on in Layman's outing. It's the bullpen that typically picks up the slack.
Yeah, no reason to hit the emergency button.
2-2 again. Just inside and tight. Backed White off the plate, and another 3-ball, 2-strike count coming. Already 3 walks in this inning. Layman can't afford another. He does have first base open. The 3-2 is swung on and missed. A huge strikeout for Layman. White goes down for out number 1.
Yeah, that's the pitch he's been looking for. Getting that high heat, right around letter high, get him to swing right through it. He's just either been pulling it glove side or leaving it way out arm side. So big time to execute on that pitch. And you know what? Muscle memory hopefully should kick in now.
Eric Snow coming up. One of the bigger bats in this Hyannis order. Watches the first one outside. Snow, formerly of South Florida. He's still got that USF green helmet on, contrasting with the jersey, but now committed to Auburn. Team leader in average, hitting .379. Swings and misses. A fastball up and outside. 1-1 the count. Led the team to their win over Harwich yesterday. Drove in 3 runs. The 1-1. Gets a piece and fouls it away down the right side. A 1-2 count to Snow. Saw him at second base the last time around. Now the DH here tonight. 1-2. Tapper back to the mound. Layman knocks it down. He'll throw it home. The tag. The ball is dropped by White, and the runner's safe. White couldn't handle the throw, and Clark slid in safely.
Man, that's just a tough break. It was a good throw, but White just didn't handle it. One that kind of went into his palm and left side of his body. A lot of moving parts there.
An RBI fielder's choice for Eric Snow puts runners on the corners and 1 out. It's a 3-0 Hyannis lead. If you're Sam White, that's a play you got to make. Makes the catch, makes the tag. They had him beat. Now White will step out in front of home plate, relay some signs to his infield. Here's Nick Groves, center fielder out of Niagara. First pitch, knee high, but just down low. Groves, the 7th man to come to bat here in the top of the first inning. Another one down, 2-0. Layman's been trying to work the edges, but hasn't really been getting any benefit of those calls.
That's tough. That was another good fastball there.
Layman ready. Here's the 2-0. Outside, called a strike. After Groves, we'll see Anthony Silva. But the ground ball here could end the frame if the Gatemen turn 2. Runner goes. Pitch inside. There will be no throw to second base. Snow's got the bag stolen. I don't think White could even have thrown that ball to second base with Groves standing right there in the left-handed box.
Yeah, lefty, and the pitch ended up inside, and Layman kind of missed his mark, so he pulled White to his right side. So lefty and the momentum going towards the batter. Really no clear lane to throw that ball down to second.
It's not like Groves got out of the way for him or anything. Infield in. 3-1. Chopper foul, and now a full count. Snow at second. It's Delato at third. Already 3 home in the opening frame for the Hawks. Payoff. Chopper over the middle. Up the middle, barehanded by Bozer. Throw to first, and they got him. The run scores, but wow, what a play by Bobby Bozer up the middle. That's not easy, barehanding that ball and spinning to throw to first. 2 away.
I mean, infield in and a chopper that arcs perfectly over the pitcher's head. There's only one play to make, and Bozer, come on, with the skin? That's a nice play.
Didn't think Bozer had a chance to make any sort of throw to first, but he proved us all wrong there. There's a called strike to Anthony Silva.
Ran into Hyannis, too.
Kind of pushed off him, said, all right, let me just throw this ball real quick. Bobby, cool as ever. 0-1 to Silva is outside. So it's a 4-0 Hyannis lead. Hawks get out to a 5-1 advantage 5 days ago here at Spillane before Wareham made their comeback, ended up winning 11-6. Ball in the dirt, gets the swing and miss. And Layman a strike away from getting out of the jam here. Layman has thrown 45 pitches here in this first inning. 1-2. Called, strike 3. Fastball dotted well. And that finally wraps up the top of the first. 3 walks, 4 runs come in to score. A couple RBI for Eric Snow and Nick Groves. Not the start that Cole Layman was looking for, but the offense will look to pick him up here on the other side of the break. It's a 4-0 Harbor Hawks lead over the Gatemen on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
For a good piece of glass, call Eibe. Located at 3 Tyler Avenue in East Wareham, call Eibe Glass and Locks about getting a free quote for your windows, doors, locks, and other glass needs. Mastria Auto Group. Whether you need sales, parts, or service, call Mastria Auto Group for all your Kia, Cadillac, Mazda, VW, Subaru, and Nissan needs. Mastria delivers. www.mastria.com.
Legacy Insurance has been servicing Wareham and the surrounding area since 1980. Call Legacy Insurance for all your insurance needs at 508-295-1315. Legacy Insurance, your hometown agency.
Looking to buy or sell real estate in the South Shore, South Coast, or Cape Cod area? Joanne Stevenson has been selling Massachusetts since 2000. Specializing in residential real estate, she is a part of the #1 Berkshire Hathaway Robert Paul team. Whether you are looking for your first home, vacation home, or relocating, call Joanne Stevenson, your local Wareham agent, for all your real estate needs. A proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. Back here on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV, Ethan Eibe joined alongside Kyle Marchak as the Wareham Gatemen have some work to do. It's a 4-0 Hyannis lead. Brendan Summerhill will lead things off for the Wareham Gatemen, and with more on Summerhill, we'll send it down to our sideline reporter, Jesse Simmons.
Yeah, guys, the Gatemen here, they have a league-best .275 batting average, and that is led by their leadoff hitter, Brendan Summerhill Jr. out of University of Arizona. He's off to a blazing start with a .313 batting average in 8 games so far, and when I talked to him, he said he tries to emulate his game off of Ellie De La Cruz and Ken Griffey Jr. Though those are big names, as we saw last night, Summerhill scored 7 of the 8 runs in the win against the Chatham Angers last night via the home run, RBI, or even scoring himself, swiping 3 bases. The kid can hit, he can run, and he's fluid in his movement, guys. He's a guy you want at the top of your lineup in any league, and he sure can develop as a professional hitter down the stretch.
Well, thank you, Jesse. Yeah, Summerhill has been that spark plug at the top of the order for the Gatemen. Those are some pretty big comps there, Ellie De La Cruz and Ken Griffey Jr. As the first pitch to him is a called strike. The rest of the order for Ryan Smythe's Gatemen sees Bobby Bozer at second, also batting second. Antonio Jimenez, the shortstop, third. Jace Reinhardt in left field, the cleanup man, as the 0-1 misses down. 1 ball, 1 strike to Summerhill. It's Sam White catching, batting fifth. Jacob Gerald, the DH, sixth. Eli Putnam at first base in the 7th spot. Colby Turner, 8th at third base, with Michael Lippy in right field, rounding out the order. 1-1, breaking ball tapped foul. Summerhill coming off a huge game. His best as a Gateman last night at Chatham. A grand slam and a 2-run double. 6 ribbies for him. How about that?
Ellie De La Cruz, Ken Griffey Jr., 2 wild comps right there. But after what he did yesterday, he can call himself whatever the heck he wants, I guess, right?
Sure.
And you know what? You need confidence to be a pro hitter.
Summerhill has plenty of that. The 2-2. Got him. Slider just left the hand early from Cade Crossland. And it got right above Summerhill's number 22. So he'll take his base here.
All right, let's pile these base runners up then, huh?
Gateman went down 4-0 early in the top of the first. 3 walks from Cole Layman. All 3 of those walks came around to score. So here's Bobby Bozer. Snapped a 5-game hitting streak last night at Chatham. First one misses up and inside. Cade Crossland out of the University of Oklahoma. Hasn't thrown the ball yet for the Sooners. Spent some time at the JUCO level as well. More recently for Weatherford College in Texas. 1-0 pitch is a called strike to Bozer. Crossland, a Rockwall, Texas native. Fastball, slider, changeup. And fastball thrown the majority of the time sits in the upper 80s. 1-1 throw over to first. Summerhill back. Didn't have much of a lead down there anyways.
Caught him leaning, but he was just getting that lead, so. He is a threat. 2 stolen bases. Yesterday's contest.
Yes, he did. 1-1. Bozer gets a piece, fouls it back.
And Summerhill did everything yesterday. A couple of nice catches, stole some bases, hit with pop, hit for contact, got on base.
Used every one of those tools to his advantage. Him, Bozer, and Hyannis at the top of the lineup sure is menacing. And now they've got him picked off. Throw towards second. They've got Summerhill in the pickle. Gazdar running it back. The tag applied by the first baseman, Delato. Summerhill is out. And he is not too happy with himself either.
Man, that's a broadcaster's jinx if I ever saw it.
Yes.
Once again, just caught him leaning.
So Summerhill will head back to the dugout, out number 1. Count still 1-2 to Bobby Bozer. Whenever the Gatemen seem to go down early, just like they did yesterday at Chatham, just another example, bats seem to respond immediately. 1-2, Bozer flares it to left center. That's down a base hit. He'll round the bag at first and head back. Solid single for Bozer.
Yeah, he's been swinging the stick recently, too. He's heated up. Unfortunately, broke a 5-game hitting streak yesterday. Still got on base.
Here's Antonio Hyannis. Gatemen have seen Crossland before. He was in relief against the Gatemen 5 days ago, and he allowed a homer to Hyannis, a 2-run shot. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Hyannis tied for the team lead in homers with Eli Putnam. He had 2. Or they both have 2, I should say. Another throw over to first. Bozer's safe in there. Hyannis is a guy you can put just about any slot in the order. Saw him at leadoff a couple days ago. He was the cleanup man yesterday at Chatham. Valuable piece for anyone who's lucky enough to nab him out of the portal. As the ball misses up, 1-1 to Hyannis.
I mean, this kid hits to gaps. We've seen him with some serious pop. 2-strike situations, he can move runners over.
Lefty set of the belt. And the 1-1 misses out. Gatemen have Chase Reinhardt in the on-deck circle. Decent lead off of first for Bozer, and Crossland chases him back.
And Bozer is cool as ever. He's having a whole conversation with Doyle in between pickoffs or pitches.
Coda Doyle, the first base coach for the Gatemen. 2-1. Outside again. See Bozer looking at Mike Mobbs for the signs. Bozer down or Mobs down as the third base coach. 3-1 the count to Hyannis. The pitch popped up, foul ground behind home plate. Garza gives it a look. That's out of play. It'll be a full count. The rest of the Harbor Hawks defense sees Mason White in left field, Nick Groves in center, it's Kane Kepley in right. The infield third to first, Wallace Clark, John Gazdar, Anthony Silva, and Michael Delato with Garza behind the plate. 3-2 to Hyannis. Crossland again pays Bozer a visit.
Long first inning.
It has been. Just about half an hour. It's going to be that kind of night. Wind blowing steadily out to right. Let's do it again, why don't we?
About half an hour, and the first inning isn't finished. So, according to Kyle math, we've got a 4.5-hour baseball game ahead of us.
That's Kyle math?
Yeah.
All right. We'll double check on that later on as Hyannis takes ball 4 outside. So first and second, one away for the Gatemen here in the first.
Now, I never said Kyle math was good math.
That I was going to make that point where you and I were baseball broadcasters. Math is not any of our forte.
When you talk about sports for a living, numbers only apply when your favorite player is hitting well.
That's right. That's absolutely right. I can calculate batting average. That's don't ask much more out of me. Here's Jace Reinhardt with a chance to drive in some runs. He skies one out towards right field, heading into foul ground. Kepley runs out of room.
I'm pretty good at calculating batting average. I know exactly what the batting average is down to the decimal for Bobby Bozer in this game today.
That's really great. What is it?
1,000.
Wow, Kyle. What a scholar you are. My goodness.
Kyle, the Academia Marchak. That's what they say.
The Academia.
They is a no one.
He's a problem in the PEMDAS. 0-1 the count to Jace Reinhardt. The pitch. Nice off speed there. Finds the zone from Crossland. You may never heard that one before.
I don't know. We've made a couple of PEMDAS jokes this year. PEMDAS only gets funnier the more separated from it you are.
True. Like, that was something we learned, in like 6th grade, 5th grade, something like that. And, we obviously somewhat apply it to our daily lives, but it's mostly in comedy.
Well, yeah, PEMDAS, you guys got it in 6th grade. It took me about till junior year of high school.
To understand it.
Yeah. What is it? It's parentheses.
Well, you know what? Let's get Tony Pluta to tutor you, because a guy who's majoring in aerospace engineering probably knows a thing or two about calculations.
If he doesn't, then the future of NASA or whatever he's going into is in rough hands.
0-2, a chopper to short. Gazdar charges, throws to second. Ball is dropped. Staying at third base is Bozer. It wasn't on the transfer. The second baseman, Anthony Silva, just never got the handle on it. And so Hyannis is safe at second.
Now batting the catcher, number 33, Sam White from West
So the Gatemen catch a break. Bases loaded, one away for Sam White.
And according to my calculations, this is good.
According to your calculations, okay. We'll see if Sam White can oblige your mathematician skills. Sam White's hitting 4 for 11. Without looking at your notes, what is that? Outside ball 1. 4 for 11.
4 for 11.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'm going to go 444.
364. Not even close.
Not even remotely close.
Not even close. Get out of here.
And Joe relayed that to me, our producer.
Oh, boy. Joe, you can't help him cheat. You're like that guy that passes notes in class. The 1-0. Breaking ball in there. 1-1 to White. White with a chance to come through here. Potential tying run at the plate. What a first inning it's been. That ball skips to the plate. What a stop that was by Manny Garza. Just almost picked that one, the glove side, knocked it down in front of him. Saved a wild pitch, too.
Not an easy play for a pitcher that's been relatively accurate today, but that one just hold glove side and spiked into the dirt.
Hit by pitch to Brendan Summerhill started this inning before he was picked off. Since then, a Bozer single, Jimenez walk, and Reinhardt reaching on the fielder's choice. 2-1 to White, skied foul down the left side. Also an error on the second baseman, Anthony Silva. Reinhardt's grounder. Could have gotten Jimenez at second, but the ball was dropped. 2-2 the count to the West Virginia Mountaineer catcher. Corners in for Hyannis. The pitch. Check swing. He did not go. And they check down with the third base umpire, Ben DiCostanzo. And now a full count pitch coming. Gateman threatening here after going down early. White digs back in. Payoff from Crossland. Ground ball towards second. Silva shovels to second for one. The throw to first. They turn him 2. 4-6-3 on the double play. And the Gatemen are finished here in the first inning. The burgeoning rally comes to an end in unceremonious fashion. We'll go to the top of the second. The score remains Hyannis 4, Gateman nothing on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
I'm Jesse Simmons.
And I'm Brendan Summerhill.
And this is Catching Up with the Gatemen. All right, so Brendan, junior, Arizona. From Chicago, though. Tell me a little about that. You said we talked about you grew up not far from Wrigley Field. What was that like growing up?
Yeah, a mile away from Wrigley. It was special. When the Cubs won in 2016, I really realized how cool it was to be a Cubs fan.
Right.
The entire north side of the city was partying for like, a week straight. I was in 7th grade. School got canceled the next day. We all got to go to the parade. It was super fun.
It's easy to say that. Did that grow your love for baseball early on, and being able to be a part of that and so close to an MLB team?
Absolutely.
You know, it's hard not to want to get into baseball, right?
It's just, there's something about baseball that there's nothing else like it.
Right. Was there an MLB player that you...
108 years, you don't win a World Series.
Right.
And then they win it, and everyone goes crazy. It was fun. It was super cool.
Was there an MLB player that you emulated your swing? You know, you play outfield. We talked about Ellie De La Cruz. You emulate that. Was there a different player growing up that you wanted to be like?
I always like to watch YouTube videos of Ken Griffey Jr. He's probably my favorite hitter to ever watch. I wouldn't necessarily say I emulated my swing off his, but
Welcome back to the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. It's the top of the second inning after a 35-minute checks watch first inning. 4-0 Hyannis, the score. Cole Layman back out there. Hopefully he can figure things out here in the second inning. It wasn't his easiest first. 3 walks in the inning, and all of them came around to score. Just got to find a way to keep the control in check.
Yeah, let's get some first pitch strikes in this inning, attack them on the inside edge, and just give them more challenging pitches to look at.
Hyannis has 9-1-2 due up. 8 men came to the plate in the first inning. Mandy Garza, Kane Kepley, and John Gazdar. Gateman threatened in the first. Loaded the bases with less than 2 outs, but a Sam White double play grounder ended the threat and got Hyannis out of it. So here's Garza, the Harbor Hawks catcher, out of Rice University, takes a called strike. Layman deals, and Garza ropes a base hit to right field, right over Putnam's head. Catcher aboard with a leadoff base knock, sends us back to the top of the order for Hyannis and Kane Kepley. Gateman had Braden Sloan on the mound last time Hyannis was in town. That was just 5 days ago. In the dirt, 1-0. Should mean Sloan is slated to start as the Gatemen go to Katuitt tomorrow for the first time this season. 1 ball, no strikes to Kepley, who walked and scored in the first. He takes ball 2 down because aren't biting at that breaking ball out of the zone.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're just seeing it out of the hand today. The tunneling isn't really fooling anybody right now.
Terrible. If anything, we can always get the footage and
2-0 the count. The pitch. Just off the plate again. Kepley takes ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Those last 2 ones were awfully close. But no give on the borders from home plate umpire Will Bowers. Kepley walks for the 2nd time today. Now make it 4 walks today for Layman.
Here's Luxus.
This is the 2nd visit from Luxus, not in this inning, but in the ball game. But it could mean the end as Luxus looks and points. The Gateman will dip into the bullpen for the first time tonight. Cole Layman ends his night. First 2 batters reach here in the 2nd, a single and a walk. Layman's night concludes, and the Gateman will go to the bullpen here. We'll get you the name. It appears to be a right-hander coming up here in the top of the 2nd. 2 men on, nobody out, a 4-0 Harper Hawks lead on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Whatever your technology needs are, Secure One can help. Learn more at SecureOne.com. SecureWON.com.
The Wareham-based AD Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is North America's largest cranberry grower, the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts, and a recognized leader in environmentally responsible real estate development and stewardship. For 170 years, AD Makepeace Company has supported community events and organizations like your Wareham Gatemen. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Attention baseball fans, are you ready to hit a financial home run? PCT Federal Credit Union is here tonight to make your dreams of home ownership and driving off in that new car a reality. Their unbeatable low rates on mortgage and auto loans are a win for everybody. Whether you're rounding the bases to buy your first home or looking to upgrade your ride, PCT Federal Credit Union has got your back. Swing by their tent before you leave or visit their website to learn more about how they can help you step up to the plate and score big on your financial goals.
The AD Makepeace Company also owns and operates Reed Custom Soils, the area's leading manufacturer of custom soils, including CU structural soil and Rooflight certified green roof media. Reed Custom Soil is also a manufacturer and distributor of baseball infield mix and conditioners. To learn more, visit www.reedcustomsoils.com.
Back here at Spillane Field, Jacob Faulkner on the mound now for the Wareham Gatemen. He takes over for Cole Layman, who is still responsible for the runners out there at first and second base. The Gatemen didn't plan on going to their bullpen this early, but they have no problem doing so. Down 4-0 already. They don't want it to get any worse here in the 2nd frame. Not the night for Cole Layman, but they'll trust Faulkner to give them some length out of that bullpen, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have a bullpen that has a lot of arms, a lot of length, and a bunch of guys you can trust to go the distance. I'd imagine they're going to get Faulkner 2 innings here. If he rolls quick, as much as 3, and then go to another arm. We've seen nothing but good stuff out of him so far this year, considering the fact that he has yet to give up a run over 3 1/3. He does average just 3 outs of baseball per outing, though. So we'll see what he looks like when he goes into a 2nd frame.
Faulkner pitched yesterday at Chatham, part of a 5-inning bullpen effort. Penn only allowed a run yesterday, that 8-2 win over the Anglers. Penn as a whole has been solid over this last week and has contributed heavily to the Gateman's 6-game winning streak. That's what's on the line here tonight as John Gazdar stands in with a chance to do damage. He takes a high strike. Gazdar has Manny Garza at 2nd and Kane Kepley at 1st. Not a ton of speed out there at 2nd with the catcher out there. 0-1. Just off the outside corner.
And that was a good pitch.
There's one thing that these Harbor Hawks have in common. It's the ability to lay off tough pitches like that. 1-1. Ground ball towards short. Jimenez gobbles. Underhand toss to Bozer. 1, the turn, double play. Gazdar rolls the twin killing. Garza moves up to third base, but now Faulkner 1 out away from getting out of the jam.
Big time. Comes in, gets a 6-4-3. That's what Faulkner does. He goes out there and he executes.
He faces Wallace Clark, who takes one inside for ball 1. Clark, the third baseman out of Duke. Faulkner, one of 2 side armors on this Gateman team. 1-0 misses out. Him and Julian Tangini are the only guys that don't throw the traditional over the top or 3/4, anything quite like that.
Yeah, it's weird that you get 2 sidewinders in the same bullpen. Similar repertoires, too.
I haven't seen any other side armors pitch against the Gatemen this year.
Neither have I.
2-0 the count. Clark sends one in the air out towards right center. Going after it, Summerhill races it down. Faulkner enters with a 2-on-nobody out jam and gets out of it. Hyannis puts up a 0 here in the top half of the second. Gateman still in this thing, 4-0, going bottom of 2 at Spillane Field. The score 4-0 in favor of the Harbor Hawks on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from...
First pitch here in the bottom of the second to Jacob Gerald is down for ball 1. The score, Hyannis 4, Wareham 0 here from Spillane Field. If you can believe it, we're a little more than a quarter of the way through the Cape Cod League season. Things just seem to be flying by right now.
Yeah, this ball game isn't, but the season has.
That's for sure. As Gerald flips one foul, 1-1. It was a 30-plus minute first inning all told.
I'm not complaining, though. More baseball for us.
More time to talk.
Yeah. We haven't seen extras this year either.
That's true. 1-1 in the dirt. After Jacob Gerald, Gateman have Eli Putnam and Colby Turner. Gateman threatened in the first, had the bases loaded with 1 out, but Sam White bounced into a double play to end the threat. 2-1. Gerald off the end of the bat, foul. Gerald getting a start at DH today, a break from behind the dish. Cade Crossland, the left-hander, ready and deals. Gerald pulls one to third. It eats up the third baseman, Clark, and there's no throw to first base. So Gerald aboard on what will likely be an E5 at Stone Dust bites the dust again.
I mean, I'm not complaining, but to be fair, that was an absolutely horrid hop for that third baseman. Nothing Wallace Clark can do about that.
So Gerald aboard to begin the second inning for Eli Putnam now. First pitch outside for a ball. Putnam knows a thing or two about hitting against the Hawks. A 2-home run outing 5 days ago against Hyannis here at this park. His only 2 homers of the season. One out to left and one 410 feet to right center. The 1-0. In the dirt. So that ground ball to third was ruled a hit for Jacob Gerald, so scratch it up as a single. Fastball up, ball 3 to Putnam. Crossland looks at first and deals. That one way outside for ball 4. Gerald will move up to second base regardless, but turns the corner, looks at third just in case. 4-pitch walk for Putnam, and first and second, nobody out.
That's what the Gatemen do. I mean, we've seen them come back 3 times this year after early deficits, and here they are piling some base runners up again.
Second walk of the outing for Crossland, the left-hander out of Oklahoma. Brings up Colby Turner with a chance to drive in somebody. Wareham down 4-0 in the second. The pitch. Fastball zips outside. After Turner, it's Michael Lippy. Turner had hit yesterday at Chatham. Crossland eyeing second, now deals. That fastball just elevated. Decent crowd on hand here tonight on a Friday night at Spillane. Nice to see the bleachers get full. Time called. Mitch Carricker, the Harbor Hawks skipper, on his way out. The entire infield's going to join him and Cade Crossland on the mound here.
Fantasy football. It's got to be it.
That's the topic of conversation today?
No, that's a bad choice by me. NBA draft.
We're not quite in season yet, are we?
Or the current political environment after last night's debate.
We were a bit busy in Chatham to watch the debate. Didn't really see any highlights after it either.
You know, my mother tells me not to talk about politics on the first date, but we're on game 11 now.
I'm in my 12th date with you.
Oh, yeah, game 12. There's the Kyle map.
Can't believe there's been a 12th date. There shouldn't have been a second date. 2-0 the count to Colby Turner. Here it is. Way outside again. So that's 7 straight balls for the lefty.
And what's that one movie called? 31st Dates?
That's a movie?
51st Dates
50?
with Adam Sandler, yeah.
Oh, you know.
And Drew Barrymore.
I have something to tell you about that.
Okay.
After this pitch, though. The 3-0. There's a get-me-over strike at the knees. If you start a sentence with, have you watched? Mm-hmm. The answer is likely, from me, going to be no.
Really?
Other
than Star Wars?
Yeah, I've watched all that, of course. That's my thing. But there's a lot I haven't seen. I'll say that much. I'm not pulp culture illiterate, though. As the 3-0 cut on to miss, or the 3-1 rather. It's now a full count on Turner.
That's why I was shocked by that, because you are well-faceted in pop culture, just as any 21-year-old young man should be.
As you are as well, but there's a fair share of stuff that we're missing out on still.
True.
Payoff coming. Turner, opposite field, a bloop shot, could stay fair, and it does. It drops in. To third base goes Gerald. Mobbs puts the stop sign on. Bases loaded for the Gateman with nobody out.
Oh, that's big-time hitting right there. Just a pitch that he almost really fought off and just served it down the right field line, blooped it in for a base knock. Huge, huge chance for the Gateman here.
And a huge chance for Michael Lippy. Bases full of Gatemen. Nobody out. Down 4 runs. Crossland gets the strike 1 call. Lippy's first at bat of the night, hitting .200 entering play. 5 hits and 25 trips to the plate. 0-1. Cut on and missed. A quick 0-2. Lippy not hitting particularly well, but he's got the pop in there. Got that gap-to-gap power. 0-2. At the knees, but a good eye watches that one down. Brendan Summerhill waits on deck. Corners in for Hyannis. Middle infielders playing back. The 1-2 coming. Lippy flips it foul again, right side. Huge chance for the outfielder out of Louisville. He's got Turner at first, Putnam at second, Gerald at third. Crossland's had bases loaded in each of the first 2 innings. And misses inside with the slider. It actually hit Lippy. It got him on the foot. And that forces home a run. The first for the Gatemen today. In to score Gerald. It's 4-1.
A couple of guys have gotten plunked now, and obviously the biggest one right there. Literally a back foot slider. And a great eye on a couple of pitches there after going down 0-2, and a well-earned run for the Gatemen.
From Arizona.
So that brings up Brendan Summerhill. And we know what he can do with the bases loaded. Grand slam yesterday in the second inning over at Chatham. Here he is. First pitch, a high fly ball down the right field line, heading into foul ground. Kepley on the move, and he makes the catch in foul territory. Tagging from third base, Putnam, and the throw up the line. Putnam scores. A high sacrifice fly for Brendan Summerhill plates another run, and it's 4-2 Hyannis.
7 ribbies in the past 2 games. 6 were yesterday, 1's today. He's just been an effective hitter. An interesting decision by Kepley to catch that one way down the right field line. Could have left it and seen if they could have gotten it out a different way without giving up that run.
On the other hand, you know what Summerhill can do. He can leave the yard whenever he seems to feel like it. So perhaps the wise choice is Mitch Carricker out for the second visit in this inning, so it should be the end of the line for Cade Crossland, and his tumultuous start comes to an end here in the second inning. Gatemen still have runners aboard. 2 on for Bobby Bozer coming up when we come back. The score: Hyannis 4, Wareham 2 on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Whatever your technology needs are, Secure One can help. Learn more at securone.com. SecureWON.com.
The Wareham-based AD Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is North America's largest cranberry grower, the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts, and a recognized leader in environmentally responsible real estate development and stewardship. For 170 years, AD Makepeace Company has supported community events and organizations like your Wareham Gatemen. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Attention baseball fans, are you ready to hit a financial home run? PCT Federal Credit Union is here tonight to make your dreams of home ownership and driving off in that new car a reality. Their unbeatable low rates on mortgage and auto loans are a win for everybody. Whether you're rounding the bases to buy your first home or looking to upgrade your ride, PCT Federal Credit Union has got your back. Swing by their tent before you leave or visit their website to learn more about how they can help you step up to the plate and score big on your financial goals.
The AD Makepeace Company also owns and operates Reed Custom Soils, the area's leading manufacturer of custom soils, including CU structural soil and Rooflight certified green roof media. Reed Custom Soil is also a manufacturer and distributor of baseball infield mix and conditioners. To learn more, visit www.reedcustomsoils.com.
Back here on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV, Ethan Eibe and Kyle Marchak with you from Spillane Field. A pitching change for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. It is Cade Brown, right-hander, out of Sacramento State. Both teams dipping into their bullpen here early on in this ballgame. Both starting pitchers not making it through the second inning. Left-hander Cade Crossland out of Oklahoma leaves with 2 base runners still aboard. 2 runs have scored here in the second to cut the lead in half for Hyannis. Brendan Summerhill had a sacrifice fly. That was the last batter Crossland faced. He'll now face Bobby Bozer coming up here with runners on second and third and only 1 away, Kyle.
Yeah, big chance. This is a team that we've talked about before that just manufactures runs. And they've certainly done that here. And doing it the small way, too, with that sac fly just a second ago by Brendan Summerhill. So see what they can do situationally to capitalize with less than 2 outs. And we know Bozer specifically is a good situational hitter.
Bozer singled in his first at-bat. He has an opportunity here to tie the game or even, with a home run, take the lead. He had his first home run in the Gateman's last home game.
Bobby Bozer from South Florida.
It's a 400-foot shot to right center field. He's got Colby Turner at third, Michael Lippy at second. Both runners advanced on the Summerhill sac fly. That scored Eli Putnam. First offering from Cade Brown. Swung on and tapped foul at the plate. That might have caught a piece of Manny Garza back there.
Catcher, one of the hardest positions in sports.
Easily. All the squatting and game calling. Locked in on every single pitch. 0-1 to Bozer. Buzzes the tower a little bit. He ducks out of the way. 1-1. It's got Antonio Jimenez waiting in the wings. And I'm looking at Jimenez swinging left-handed in the on-deck circle right now. He just took a couple of lefty hacks. Find that interesting. 1-1. Bozer chases for strike 2.
The sad part is he's probably a better left-handed hitter than any of us are with our dominant hands.
As regular hitters, yeah, sure. That's not a far stretch to think at all. Brown looking for the sign from Garza. This is his second appearance for the Hawks this season. The 1-2. Inside. Bozer stands tall with a 2-2 count. 1 2/3 on the year. 3 runs allowed, 2 of them earned for Cade Brown, California native. Both runners get off. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Bozer down on strikes. Nice offering there from Brown. That's out number 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good pitch sequence from Brown right there. Changing his eye levels and getting the swing and a miss.
Doesn't get any easier with Antonio Jimenez coming up. Could tie this game with 1 swing. Plenty of speed on the bases with Turner and Lippy. First pitch misses up for ball 1. Mitch Carricker calling upon Cade Brown to get out of this jam. Hyannis scored all 4 of their runs in the first inning. Wareham's plated 2 here in the second. Hit by a pitch with the bases loaded for Michael Lippy and a sac fly from Brendan Summerhill. 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a called strike.
That's as 12-6 as a curveball can get.
Jimenez steps back in with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Here it is from Brown. Fastball just whipped it outside. It's Jace Reinhardt in the on-deck circle for the Gatemen. Time called by the home plate umpire. It appears to be a violation on Antonio Jimenez. So a 2-2 count now. Jimenez apparently not locked in with the pitcher before the 7-second mark appeared on the clock. So it's a 2-2 count now. Here it is. And a tapper foul. It ends up right on top of the Gateman dugout. That's baseball in 2024 for you.
And some kids are climbing to try and get that ball.
They have to battle a fence as well that lines the top of the dugouts. Good luck with that. 2-2 to Jimenez. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball from Cade Brown. Good call by Mitch Carricker, bringing him in out of the bullpen. He puts out the fire here in the second inning. Leaves 2 runners on, Turner and Lippy. The Gatemen do get a pair back. RBI for Lippy and Brendan Summerhill in this frame. We'll go to the top of the third from Spillane Field. The score, Hyannis 4, Wareham 2 on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
I'm Jesse Simmons.
And I'm Brendan Summerhill.
And this is Catching Up with the Gatemen. All right, so Brendan, junior, Arizona. From Chicago, though. Tell me a little about that. You said we talked about you grew up not far from Wrigley Field. What was that like growing up?
Yeah, a mile away from Wrigley. It was special. When the Cubs won in 2016, I really realized how cool it was to be a Cubs fan.
Right.
The entire north side of the city was partying for like, a week straight. I was in 7th grade. School got canceled the next day. We all got to go to the parade. It was super fun.
It's easy to say that. Did that grow your love for baseball early on, and being able to be a part of that and so close to an MLB team?
Absolutely.
You know, it's hard not to want to get into baseball, right?
It's just, there's something about baseball that there's nothing else like it.
Right. Was there an MLB player that you...
108 years, you don't win a World Series.
Right.
And then they win it, and everyone goes crazy. It was fun. It was super cool.
Was there an MLB player that you emulated your swing? You know, you play outfield. We talked about Ellie De La Cruz. You emulate that. Was there a different player growing up that you wanted to be like?
I always like to watch YouTube videos like Ken Griffey Jr. He's probably my favorite hitter to ever watch. I wouldn't necessarily say I emulated my swing off his, but...
Jacob Faulkner returns to the mound here for the Wareham Gatemen in the top of the third inning. Hyannis working with a 4-2 lead, looking to extend it with the middle of their order. Coming up, Michael Delato, Mason White, and Eric Snow. Gatemen at 9-2, winners of 6 in a row. Looking to make it 7 straight for the first time since 2016. They have been on some kind of run. But Hyannis, certainly a team they have to contend with, a group that started hot, but has cooled off as of late. Losers of 3 of their last 4, though they did snap a 3-game skid yesterday against Harwich. Faulkner's first deal is a strike called. When you look at the grand scheme of the Cape Cod League season, it is such a sprint. It's the direct opposite of the Major League season, 162 games, quite a marathon. It's more like the first to 20 wins type of deal, just to get in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
The one slider spins out.
Well, it's 8 out of 10 teams that make it, right? So there are always a couple teams each year under 500 that are in the postseason. So in terms of ensuring a postseason spot, yeah, it basically is a race to 20 wins.
1-1, chopper up the middle. Bozer scoops it up, throws off balance. Putnam can't dig it out. It gets by him. Delato holds his ground at first base. He reaches. We'll see how they score it. Bozer's made a couple of nice defensive plays these last few games, even had a nice barehanded gem earlier in this game. That throw was just a bit low on the run.
Yeah, that's not an easy pickup.
So here's Mason White. It is ruled a single. No error on Bozer. First pitch to White. Rope to first, off of Putnam's glove into right field. Up to second base goes Delato. Ball bobbled in right field by Lippy. Now the runner going for third. The throw there, not in time. That an error for sure on Michael Lippy in right field. Struggled to pick up that ground ball. Now it's first and third for Hyannis. Putnam almost made a great defensive play there on that liner and could have turned 2 potentially.
Yeah, talk about bad luck, but the fielding definitely not locked in right now.
So now it's Eric Snow with a chance to pad the lead for Hyannis. First pitch in there for a called strike. Eric Snow, not one to trifle with, their team leader in batting average, hitting .379 entering play. Had an RBI fielder's choice his first time through. All 4 runs for Hyannis coming in the first as Snow chops it foul 0-2. Both runners take their leads. Nobody out. The 0-2 pitch. Snow lofts it in the air. Out to right field. Lippy going back. Battling the sun. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. That's Delato. The throw goes to second. It's a sacrifice fly for Eric Snow. And a 5-2 Harbor Hawks lead.
Well, they've just been good situationally today. I mean, in that circumstance specifically, less than 2 outs, obviously, runner on third. He's just looking to get under something, and he did. He lofted that one deep enough to get that runner in. The throw didn't even go home.
RBI 5 and 6 for Snow today. And the Hawks find themselves up 3 here in the third as Nick Grove steps in, takes ball 1 upstairs. Faulkner always resets himself, goes right behind the pitching rubber, looks down with his back turned to home plate before getting back on the hill. Comes back here with a foul ball. Roller up the first base line. Pitchers, strange human beings they are.
Ritualistic.
Whatever they got to do. Faulkner's already an interesting guy just by virtue of his arm slot. Just add to it. 1-1 misses out. Runner at first base is Mason White. Groves out of Niagara at the dish. Here's the 2-1. Just below the knees, changeup didn't bait the swing. That sun beginning its descent down the left field line, spraying some shade across the left side of the infield, covering most of the pitcher's mound and all of home plate. 3-1. Slider outside, ball 4. Groves walks, the first walk given up by Faulkner in his second inning of relief. That pushes White up to second.
And they're asking a lot of him. He threw yesterday. He's only an inning at a time guy, but in a situation where your starter only goes 1 frame, they're going to force Faulkner to get through 2 frames.
That's what you got to do at this point. As time called here. Here's Anthony Silva out of TCU, the second baseman. 0-for-1 with a strikeout. That ended the first. Good chance here. Watches ball 1 away. Faulkner took over for Cole Layman in the second inning. So Smythe and Luxus looking for some length out of this right-hander. Into the crouch. The 1-0. Slider spins up. Faulkner ready, he fires. Silva, a bouncer to third, picked up there by Turner, steps on the bag, easy throw to first, and it gets away from Putnam. He might have lost it in the sun. Silva to second, around third comes Nick Groves, the throw to the plate, the tag, safe, the call. Hyannis, a huge break, gives them another run by virtue of a gift. It's 6-2 on what would have been an easy inning-ending double play.
I mean, that's a nice play by the third baseman, Turner. Ready to flip that thing over to first. I mean, not much you can ask for there. The sun is right in his eyes, and There's nothing you can do to practice that.
Putnam was looking right into the sun as Turner made that throw. It starts in the shade, goes into the sun, and he loses it. As this one's outside, ball one to Manny Garza. So Hyannis now has Anthony Silva on third base after all the chaos is said and done. Second error of the inning for the Gatemen. Called strike 1-1. Faulkner has to work a little bit extra to get out of this third inning. Fouled straight back. Manny Garza at the plate. Runner at third with two gone. Hyannis has plated two more here in the third. Faulkner deals, and it misses up.
Well, yeah, back.
Slider called, strike three. Garza didn't like it. Faulkner out of the jam. Silva stranded at third base. Hyannis tacks on two more. A sac fly RBI from Eric Snow, but a couple of errors helping out the Hawks here in this half inning. Gives the Hawks a 6-2 lead, going bottom of three here at Spillane on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Welcome into our first edition of the Wareham Walk-Off in 2024. And our first guest, as we get to know you, is Tony Pluta, a right-handed pitcher out of Arizona. You ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Tony. Well, you're from Chicago, so what brought you out west to Arizona?
So my recruiting coordinator at Arizona knew my high school coach really well and knows that whole area very well. So it's just kind of how I got connected with them.
Gotcha. So they reached out to you in high school. You told me you topped out at 95 in high school, so pretty easy to get noticed?
Yeah, that definitely helps. But, you know, going to all the tournaments and all that kind of thing helps.
Okay, well, on top of that, you've developed some accolades in your short career in college baseball so far. You were in the Northwoods last year, and then college ball treated you well in 2024. Your spring was pretty fun. How about that Pac-12 championship? What was that like?
It was amazing, especially being the last Pac-12 championship. It was an awesome feeling to win the last Pac-12 game ever.
Yeah, and then Brendan Summerhill, your Gateman teammate, hit the walk-off. So is it cool to share that moment with your summer teammate as well?
Oh yeah, it's great. Every moment with Summer is something special, so it's great to have a teammate like that.
Speaking of summer, you've been to a lot of different baseball destinations. This is kind of your first one for an extended period of time out east. Where does Wareham rank all time?
It's pretty great. I mean, the Northwoods was definitely its own thing, but I love Wareham. It's a great spot to be.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. We made it to home plate, so my final question for you, what's the goal this summer?
Just pitch well, throw strikes, and get guys out.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Kyle.
That's our first edition of the Wareham Walk-Off. We'll catch you guys next week.
5 Legacy Insurance, your hometown agency.
Back here on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV, Ethan Eibe and Kyle Marchak. Gateman have some work to do here. Entering the bottom of the third, it's a 6-2 Hyannis advantage. Middle of the order, two up here for the Gatemen, Jace Reinhardt, Sam White, and Jacob Jarrell, 4, 5, and 6. Against the right-hander for Hyannis, Cade Brown. First offering to Reinhardt, right down Broadway for a strike. Defense letting down the Gateman pitching there in that last half inning, Kyle.
3 errors. Last one is real tough. It's the sunlight. So, just not their day defensively.
0-1. Reinhardt waves and misses at a ball outside. Reinhardt got the day off yesterday. One of the top Gateman hitters to open up this season. 294 average entering play. The newest West Virginia Mountaineer. 0-2. Pulls it foul. Look out, guys. Mike Mobbs just went and did a little hop-de-doo out of the way.
Mob so light on his feet.
Oh, you gotta be. 0-2 the count to Reinhardt. Brown deals, and it's inside. Reinhardt reached on a fielder's choice last inning, or in the first, rather. Gateman scored their 2 runs in the second. RBI from Michael Lippy on a bases-loaded hit by pitch. 1-2, Reinhardt can't get it. They'll throw it down to complete the strikeout, and Garza does just that. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Cade Brown since entering this game. Mitch Carricker trusting the right-hander out of Sacramento State in relief of Cade Crossland, and it's really paid off.
Yeah, I mean, that first guy out of the pen is the one that really sets the tone when looking to reset after a rough start. We've seen that on both sides today.
Bullpen game for both teams from here on out. Sam White at the dish. Double play grounder his first time through. He bangs one into right field, fair, and down the line it'll roll into the corner. Extra bases for White. Picking this one up, Kepley, as White cruises into second with a 1-out double.
Staying hot after faltering at the dish a little bit yesterday. Looking to continue that trend when he had that debut with a homer and a single, and here he is again finding his double. Yeah, I mean, he just continues to square that ball up.
Ever since White's debut at Orleans, he's been in the lineup. Last couple of nights in left field, back behind the dish now, with Jacob Gerald DHing. Here is Gerald. And the first one misses inside and high. Gerald a single on a grounder to third his last time up. Ended up scoring the first Gateman run. So the first hit given up by Cade Brown. The 1-0. Gerald hooks one down the left field line. That'll end up out of play. Awfully deep, though.
Good distance.
Just didn't have the direction.
Looked like me with a pitching wedge on a 100-yard par 3.
I'll have to see that for myself coming up here soon.
Well, the problem is that the green's actually in center field.
Oh, well. That's how bad you are at golf? Wow. 1-1. At the knees and a called strike.
You have good days and bad days.
More bad than good, you'd say?
For me in particular, yes. I'm like a 30 handicap, probably.
We've got a lot of good golfers on this coaching staff, though. Ryan Smythe, Mike Mobbs, pretty respectable with their games.
I'm hoping it rubs off on me.
Right. 1-2, swing and a miss. It's a high, tight fastball from Brown, and Gerald couldn't hold up. He's out number 2. 4 strikeouts in his relief outing now, and he'll deal with Eli Putnam. Putnam had the error at first base that resulted in the 6th Hyannis run. Looking to get back a little bit here as he watches ball 1 up. He's got Sam White at second. He had the 1-out double. Brown looking at second. The 1-0 pitch. This is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Putnam's first 2 homers of this season came 5 days ago against Hyannis. If there's any team he likes to hit against, it's these guys. Brown deals. And there's a called strike. Well-located fastball there on the outside corner. Putnam walked and scored in the second. Two one on the way. Putnam can't hold up. That ball was in the other batter's box. Across the plane to make it 2-2.
Got to pick a specific spot here and protect.
Brown a strike away from getting out of this 3rd inning. Here's the 2-2. Putnam stays alive, fouls it back. Brown peppering the outside part of the plate to Putnam. Colby Turner is on deck should this inning continue. Nice lead off of second for White. 2-2 again. Ground ball up the middle. That gets through into center field. Here comes White around third. He will score without a throw. Eli Putnam, a 2-out RBI knock. And the lead cut in half. It's 6-3.
Yeah, that's how you reconcile a tough inning defensively for your squad. You come through and play to run to shrink that lead back down.
So that will bring up Turner. Just didn't try to do too much with it, too. Made good enough contact to send it right back from where it came. And the second baseman, Silva, lost his footing trying to make his way up the middle to field it. Turner watches ball one outside. Turner singled his first time up. Ended up stranded at third base in the second inning. Putnam takes his lead off of first. Delotto holding him on. In the dirt, 2-0. Curious, no Zach York today in the Harbor Hawks lineup.
I wanted to see his batting practice again.
It went off the scoreboard last time we saw him in BP. (2-0) up high. Michael Lippy waiting in the wings. Brown ready and deals. And he gets the fastball strike call. 3-1 count now to Michigan's Colby Turner. Looking to keep the rally going here in the third. Wind blowing softly out to left as now the entire infield covered in shade. Throw to first, put him safe. Turner locks back in against Cade Brown. 3-1. Turner bangs one. Left field. That's down a base hit. Put him to second. He's on his way to third as that ball rolls to the wall. Extra bases for Turner. He's got a 2-out double. The hits keep on coming for the Gatemen, and the potential tying runs coming to the plate next.
It's big time. These boys working in deep counts and just waiting for their pitch. Back-to-back 2-out knocks. And the tying run at the dish.
Right fielder, number 16, Michael.
Turner's got himself a 2-hit day. At 4-hit centering play. So here's Lippy with a chance to do some damage. 2 men in scoring position with 2 outs. Gateman down by 3. Check swing on the first pitch. It's a called strike anyways. Lippy was hit by a pitch his first time up with the bases loaded. It forced home the first Gateman run of the game. 0-1 from Brown. Cut on and missed. Changeup got him hacking 0-2. It's been a tumultuous third inning for Cade Brown. Couple strikeouts, but 3 hits and 2 doubles. 0-2 to Lippy. Got him on 3 pitches. The slider does the dirty work here to end the threat. Gateman leave 2 more on, but played a run on an Eli Putnam base hit to score Sam White. We're on our way to the 4th inning from Spillane Field. It's Hyannis 6, Wareham 3 on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
get all the broadcasting done?
Yeah, man. It's our first time all 4 cameras have worked.
Wow, that's awesome.
Feeling good. Because it's always easy to feel that.
Yeah. Those are the ones that broadcast the game? Go, Godfather! Where are they? Here?
Here I got first base, center field, mounted, and then there's another one behind home plate.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's our first year doing the broadcast in like ever.
Really?
Yeah. We had WCTV doing it the last few years.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be a long-standing supporter of the Cape Cod Baseball League and its contribution to the local economy as a treasured summer attraction. Cape Cod 5 is a community bank serving customers throughout Cape Cod, the islands, and southeastern Massachusetts. Founded in 1855, the bank's mission is to enrich the lives of those it serves while contributing to the health and vitality of its communities. Cape Cod 5 provides a full range of banking solutions, including personal and business banking, residential mortgages, investment management, and trust services.
We head to the top of the 4th from Spillane Field. Hyannis up early. It's a 6-3 advantage for the Hawks, looking for a little bit of redemption against the Gatemen after they dropped their first one to Wareham 5 days ago here at this very ballpark, 11-6. Hyannis looking to string together some wins here and climb back. In the West, they sit in 3rd with a 6-4-1 record. Wareham looking for win number 7 in a row. It'll be the first time they've accomplished that feat in 8 years. July of 2016, the last time they did it. As Kane Kepley steps in against Patrick Gallet, the Ole Miss right-hander misses inside for ball 1.
Now batting the right field, number 11.
So Jacob Faulkner's day is done. The Princeton right-hander did well in relief. Couple of runs allowed in the 3rd inning, but still a relatively close ball game as Kepley ropes one down the right field line. Lippy going after it. It lands foul. Ooh, it looked dangerous off the bat.
Yeah, that did not look good, the way he whacked that thing and turned to first. But looks like he spun it foul more than anything.
Kepley has yet to record an official at-bat tonight. He's walked twice. 4 runs scored in the first for Hyannis, 2 in the 3rd. Cole Layman got the ball to start this game for the Gatemen. 0-1 sails from Gallet. 4th appearance for Gallet. 5 2/3 innings. Allowed just 2 earned runs this year. Last saw him at Orleans 3 days ago. Just down low to Kepley, 2-1. It'll be a steady stream of bullpen arms to finish out this game for the Gatemen. Group they have relied on so heavily here on this winning streak. They'll do it yet again. 2-1. Check that 3-1, I suppose, is up for ball 4. And for the 3rd time today, Kepley walks.
And they've got a hot bat stepping up to the dish.
That is John Gazdar. Not just one of the hottest hitters on this team, but in the entire Cape League to start this season. .359 batting average, right up there with the leaders. Gallet just off the plate for ball 1. It's a very rigid zone from Will Bowers. We've seen it a couple of times already this year. No give on the corners, a very by-the-book guy. Throw over to first. Runner safe.
Yeah, thin zone east to west, but it's the consistency, right? And he sticks with it.
Yeah, we can say that for sure.
You ever seen those umpire scorecards?
Oh, I love those.
Yep.
Those tell the tale. Runner goes, pitch up high, throw down from White. Bozer the tag, gets not in time. Throw was just a bit off the mark from White. Swipe bag for Kane Kepley. The stolen base leader tacks on another for Hyannis, his 6th of the year.
He's confident on the base pads. I mean, that's a 1-0 fastball coming. You got to know it's a fastball, and he doesn't care.
So Gazdar has a chance to move him over or get him in with a 2-0 count. A walk and a double play for Gazdar tonight. Galley looks at second and deals. Misses again. Three ball, no strike count to the Hawks shortstop. That's ball 4. So many walks in this ball game for the Gatemen. Make it 6 now through just 3 innings and 2 batters.
Yeah, that's been the trouble of this squad as a pitching staff.
They do lead the league in walks allowed. 56 entering play as a staff. That's been one of their downfalls. Both of their losses this year have seen the walk totals skyrocket, and teams just are able to cash in on them. See if Hyannis can do that here with Wallace Clark at the plate. He takes a slider upstairs for ball 1. Only losses for the Gatemen this year have been blowout losses. Run rule losses against Chatham and against Brewster. Galley steps off. He'll lob a ball over to second base anyways.
You smell that popcorn?
I do. That is nice. We get some up here?
If you want me to run down.
Well, maybe not. I'm a bit busy at the moment. The 1-0. Clark sends a fly ball down the right field line into foul ground for Lippy. Still on the move, slides, and can't come up with it.
Can of corn right there.
You could say that. It's a 1-1 count to Clark. I don't know. We had our experience yesterday at Chatham eating on the broadcast. That was a little fun.
That was interesting. Those brownie bites.
The first edition of Gateman Grubs. Are we having a second segment of that here soon?
It appears as such.
Okay.
But it isn't us this time.
Our very own Jesse Simmons might be on the case. The 1-1. There's a called strike. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, check out the Gateman social medias. I know it's on our Instagram. Look at the reels. Kyle and I tried the Chatham brownie bite yesterday in the middle of the 3rd inning, which made for an interesting time.
Live on air.
Gave our ratings and all that. 1-2 pitch hits Clark. Bases loaded now for Hyannis. And this inning goes from bad to worse for Patrick Galley.
Yeah, we might need that food up here soon, or down on the sideline with Jesse.
Michael Vitalo from Dallas Baptist University.
Sources tell me that this may be occurring after the 4th inning.
Okay.
So we'll have to wait and see, and we'll have to wait a little bit longer as Eric Luxus makes the slow walk out to the pitcher's mound. Could just be a conversation between him, Galley, and White. You see a couple of guys starting to stretch in the Gateman bullpen beyond the left field wall. One of those times where it's just a good idea for Luxus to go out there and just calm down his mind.
Yeah. Again, a guy that knows when and utilizes it as such in order to just calm him down, lock in, especially pitching. I mean, it's a mental thing. You're kind of really just fighting yourself up there.
Maybe Luxus would bring him a snack every now and again.
That'd be nice.
Is there a snack that calms you down?
A snack that calms me down.
Like let's say you're just you're not having a great day, and you just need some sort of comfort food that's going to set your mind right, get you back focused on the task at hand. What's that snack?
Man, probably peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms. I know Madison Walker would agree.
Yeah,
that's her favorite.
She is a peanut M&Ms enthusiast.
Peanut M&Ms. Okay.
See, the thing is there's really no food that calms me down. I'm like a dog. I get excited when I smell food. I start sniffing around.
So that's where all my sweets went, huh? I had a stash under my bed. As the first pitch here, this is up to Michael Delato. Cleanup man at the plate has a chance to do just that. With the bases loaded and nobody out, it's already 6-3 Hyannis. And they're looking for more here in the 4th against Patrick Galley. The 1-0. Outside ball 2. Nowhere to put him here. One of those situations where you just got to eat a Snickers, right?
Yeah. You're not you when you're hungry.
2-0 coming. Just up high and outside. No give whatsoever.
No. It's a binary decision up there.
.3-0. Finds the zone. Belt high fastball from Gallet. Gets back in it against Stellato, who walked in the first, singled in the third. He scored both times. Harbor Hawks looking to cash in a big way here. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the slider. Nice job from Gallet. Baits the swing, and it's a full count now.
Got to challenge him here. Give him something probably outside part of the plate. Get some height. Change the eye level.
Clark at first. Gazdar at second. Kepley at third. The payoff. Slap foul. Right side. We'll do it again. Stellato digs back in. Here's the payoff pitch again. Up high, ball 4. A run-scoring walk for the Hawks. Trotting home Kepley, it's 7-3 Hyannis. Everybody else goes station to station. Gazdar to third, Clark to second.
Yeah, just not their game on the mound right now.
Third walk of the inning for Patrick Gallet. He has yet to record an out. He's also hit a batter. Here's Mason White. First pitch swinging, he fouls it back. No one. Gets the wave and miss. Quickly 0-2 on White. Gateman still looking for their first out here in the fourth. 0-2 on the way. They get the swing and miss. Runner will hold at third. That's Gazdar. The ball's scooting away, but White able to get to it. So finally, Gallet gets out number 1.
That's big time. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. There's 1 away now. You kind of find that rhythm, refocus. Forget about the guys in the base paths, right? You're still in this game down 4.
Doesn't get any easier with the guy coming up next, and Eric Snow. Snow riding the hot bat. He's got 2 driven in already tonight. And 1 swing could have played a few more. First offering on the way from Gallet. And a slider in there for a strike. Snow thought it was a bit high. It's Stellato at first, Clark at second, Gazdar at third. Gallet winds and deals and misses out. White threatens to throw down to third.
Snow batting right after White.
It's a good point.
Just a thought. Just going to throw that out there.
1-1. Misses up. All right. Now you've got me. You got a favorite Disney movie?
Favorite Disney movie. Can we have Pixar under that umbrella?
I'll give it to you.
Cars.
Yes. Absolutely incredible pick. 2-1. Upstairs for ball 3. That is a quintessential childhood core memory right there, that film. That is true cinema, I will say.
Speaking of cinema, we just got popcorn up here.
All right. Good to know. 3-1. Snow fights it off and fouls it back. A full count now. Popcorn going around everybody. I'll pass for now, Joe. Thank you. But in between innings. Gallet looking to work out of the jam. Bases loaded, 1 away. The payoff pitch outside. And Snow takes his base. Another walk forces in a run. 4th walk of the inning for Gallet, and it's 8-3 Harbor Hawks.
And then continuing the conversation about cars.
Yeah.
You showed me your Owen Wilson impression last night.
No, we're not doing that. This is okay. Wow. Well, that's it. That's all you're getting out of me. I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. Eric Luxus is out to make the change. Patrick Gallet's day is done. He sends 4 batters on base on walks. Allows a hit by pitch as well as he returns to the dugout. Yet another pitching change coming for the Wareham Gatemen with the bases loaded and 1 away. The score, Hyannis 8, Wareham 3 on the Gateman Baseball Network, driven by Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
It is Tony Pluta getting the ball for the Wareham Gatemen here in the midway through the top of the 4th. Patrick Gallet came on and was not effective. Faced 6 batters, allowed 5 of them to reach on free passes. 4 walks, a hit by pitch as well. A couple of walks forced home a run. So 2 have scored here in the 4th. It's 8-3 Hyannis here on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. This is the 4th appearance for Pluta, the right-hander out of Arizona. Saw him a couple of days ago. He finished the game against Harwich. Another Gateman win, was their 5th in a row. Gateman looking for win number 7 in a row here, but it's going to have to come in comeback fashion big time. As Wareham finds themselves down 5, and Pluta hoping to keep it that way here against Nick Groves, the center fielder out of Niagara. Bases loaded and 1 away. That 1 out was a Mason White strikeout from Gallet. Pluta's first pitch finds the zone for strike 1. If there's anybody you want to call upon in this situation, it's Tony.
Yeah, Tony, as much as 2 innings, that's what you can get out of him. But who cares what about the length is going to look like? He's been effective this year. No earned runs, knock on wood.
No earned runs in 3 1/3, or 4 1/3 rather. 0-1. This is up high. A lot of free passes today. 7, 8 walks for Gateman pitching. Already led the league in that regard. Didn't get any better today. 1-1. Belt high, called a strike. Groves recorded an RBI on a ground out to second in the first inning. He walked and scored in the 3rd. He's got Eric Snow at first, Michael Delato at second, and Wallace Clark at 3rd. 1-2 from Pluta. Ground ball to first. It gets by Putnam down the right field line. In to score Clark. Delato around 3rd. The throw from Lippy goes in towards second. It's a 2-run double Hyannis reaches double digits. It's 10-3.
Well, I mean, Pluta did his job, got some soft contact. It was just well placed, right? And a bad hop, too, sneaking over the diving Putnam's glove. And, you know, Putnam's had a rough day over at first base, too. So a lot of factors that go into why this game's kind of slipping away right now.
That'll bring up Anthony Silva. Putnam had himself a nice dive there. It just hopped over his outstretched glove. Still just one away for the Gatemen here in the top of the fourth. 4 have scored. And Silva watches a fastball in for ball 1.
Just one hit in the inning.
Pluta locks back in. 1-0 pitch coming. Gets the cut and miss from Silva. Silva caused some chaos in the third with a ground ball to third base. It was thrown away on a missed catch error by Putnam at first. Played it a run. 1-1. Just off the plate, ball 2. Pluta, a guy who likes to live up in the zone, working on a changeup this summer. 4-seamer, cutter, and a curve. Deals and gets the swing and miss again. So 2-2 on Anthony Silva.
Tony, in typical fashion, told me that he hasn't developed a changeup yet because, quote, I'm not a pronator.
He is a supinator?
Supinator.
That's what he said.
Normal way to describe yourself as a baseball player.
2-2. Silva gets a piece and fouls it back. You want to relay the differences between the two again?
So if you're right-handed, supination, which is what you would do to throw a curveball or a slider, is when you can rotate your arm easily to the right. So if you're looking down at your hand, it's like counterclockwise. Vice versa for pronation.
Gotcha. So supinator Tony Pluta. Super Tony. 2-2. Nice curve, but just up high. And now a full count on Silva. He does have first base open. But the Gatemen are looking to extinguish this rally here in the fourth. 4 have already scored to extend the Hyannis lead to 10-3. Payoff coming. And Silva again fouls it off. Look out, Trackman, Spider-Man. Right in his wheelhouse.
He would have caught it if the cage weren't in his way.
Oh, absolutely.
Bottom of the fourth, same thing.
So still 3-2 to Silva. Pluta looking to retire the second out. He deals. Silva drives one right center field. Going back on it, Summerhill has a beat, makes the catch. Runner's tag. Here comes Snow to the plate. The throw comes in to short. It's a sacrifice fly for Anthony Silva. And 11-3 Hyannis.
Yeah, I mean, just another situational piece of hitting. You get guys on base, you move them over, you bring them in. Hyannis is good at that. That's why they lead the league in runs.
Hyannis, one of the better offenses, of course, to start the year, but they've maintained that despite the recent losing skid. Also lead the league in on-base percentage as well, as Manny Garza steps in and takes ball 1 outside. Runner at third with now 2 away. Garza today 1 for 2 rather. Pluta rocks and rolls and deals, and there's a called strike. Shade encompassing the entire playing surface here at Spillane as the lights come on. On a 1-1. Fastball just out. Runner at third is Nick Groves. Garza, the catcher, out of Rice at the dish. The 2-1 coming. He rolls one up the first base side. Putnam can't get it. It goes under his glove. Backing up the play, Bozer, no throw to first. And what will likely be another fielding error on Eli Putnam results in the 12th run tonight for Hyannis.
Another horrid hop over there. That stone dust killing him today.
Putnam picked up the glove a little too early. That extends the inning. As the Harbor Hawks have batted around here in the 4th, it's Kane Kepley up for the 4th time tonight. E3 on Putnam as the first pitch here fouled away from Kepley. 5 runs have scored. Check that, 6 have scored here in the 4th. Pluta comes set. Here's the 0-1. Check swing, roller right off the Gateman dugout. Luxus has to leave his perch to step out and grab it. He tosses it to our photographer, Kyler Armstrong, who I'm sure wants no part of that foul ball.
He's a bad history with foul balls.
0-2 the count to Kepley. Here's Pluta. Fouled back, and the bat slips out of Kepley's hands.
I went to, so we were their rivals.
Kepley will dig back in here. He's had himself quite a night already. 3 walks. He has scored twice, including in this inning. His second time up here in the 4th. Pluta looking to put the Hawks to bed here. 0-2, a slapper to first, off of Putnam's glove. Bozer charging, underhand toss, safe there. Another woulda, coulda, shoulda been on that one. Putnam unable to grab it, and this inning still rolls on.
Now batting the shortstop, number 14, Jonathan Gazdar.
Well, not much you can do about that. That's a hard hit ball and not Putnam's fault. Tough that he couldn't get it, though.
Another good effort there just off the end of his glove, and credit Bozer for backing up the play, made it close. But again, the Hawks catch a break, and it's first and second with 2 outs. Here's John Gazdar again. A swinging strike 1. I'm sure it's frustrating for a guy like Pluta having to work a little bit extra here in this frame.
Yeah, I mean, he induces ground balls, and sometimes they just don't roll your way.
It is ruled a single for Kepley. Pluta delivers, and Gazdar watches it inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hyannis has played at 6 runs here in the 4th for a 12-3 advantage. Pluta looks at second. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1 more strike to get. Gazdar walked and scored in this inning. Those free passes coming back to bite the Gateman. 8 walks all told for Gateman pitching tonight. 1-2 to Gazdar. In the dirt, gets by White. Just behind him, and both runners advance. Should be a wild pitch on Pluta. Kepley to second and Garza to third. And that ball just hopping up over White's head. It was pinned right between him and the home plate umpire.
Yeah, I mean, when it rains, it pours. That one unlucky. It just landed 5-hole and then stuck there. When you're a catcher, you turn around and you look everywhere except between your feet.
2-2 to John Gazdar. Pluta elevated to the right side. Putnam backing up. Bozer calling him off. Makes the catch over the shoulder. And finally, we can say it, out number 3. 6 runs cross for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks here in the top of the 4th. It's a 12-3 score. Gatemen have some work to do going bottom of 4 at Spillane here on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
With competitive pay, state-of-the-art facilities, and opportunities in service, sales, accounting, HR, marketing, IT, and more, a job at Milton Cat, the Northeast Caterpillar dealer, is more than a career choice. It's a choice career. Visit miltoncat.com/careers to join their growing team.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field as we honor tonight's Mass State Lottery Hero of the Game. Each week we recognize a deserving military member or first responder for their exceptional service and dedication. Tonight we are proud to honor Bruce Fenno, who served his country in combat for the United States Army in Da Nang, Vietnam from 1968 to 1969. He was born and raised in New Bedford, where he played for some of the top baseball teams in the area, including a brief stint with the Wareham Gatemen. To show our gratitude, Bruce Fenno will receive a team-signed baseball with a special thank you for your service. Please join us in applauding Bruce Fenno. Thank you for your service and dedication. Don't forget to check our social media channels tonight for more about our hero of the game. Thank you, Mass State Lottery, for helping us honor these heroes. Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for Hyannis, number 35, Blaine Wink from Ohio State University.
Back here at Spillane Field, a 12-3 advantage for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks as Brendan Summerhill stands in. Back to the top of the order with Blaine Wink on the mound. Summerhill hacks one and sends it foul for strike one. We just had our Mass State Lottery Hero of the Game on this Red Shirt Friday, honoring military veterans and their families here in the Cape Cod Baseball League. As the 0-1 pitch comes in, Summerhill smacks it right up the middle for a leadoff base hit. Our Mass State Lottery Hero of the Game tonight was Bruce Fenno. Served his country in combat for the United States Army in Da Nang, Vietnam from 1968 to 1969, born and raised in New Bedford, played for some of the top baseball teams in the area, including the Wareham Gatemen. So proud to honor Bruce Fenno tonight here on this Red Shirt Friday at Spillane Field. Ethan Eibe alongside Kyle Marchak here on the Gateman Baseball Network as Bobby Bozer stands in. He takes ball one outside. Gatemen have a lot of work to do here, Kyle.
Yeah, this game got out of hand quick. It's the walks from the pitching staff, but we've seen these bats do a lot of damage in one frame as well.
Down low, 2-0. And if the Gatemen come back from this thing, there isn't much they can't do. But nine runs is a lot. 2-0. Bozer lifts it foul. First base side moving over for it and running out of room just about was the first baseman. That's Delato.
Time to rally. We're going to pull out all the stops, Ethan. We've had a couple of guests that have been on when we've rallied. I think we might pull one later.
I think we're going to have to. I don't think we have a choice.
The rally turtle, necessary as well.
Do we know where Francesca Rico is currently at?
Hopefully with her family, just enjoying some peace and quiet.
I called strike 2-2 to Bozer. There was a stuffed turtle purchased, I believe by our photographer Kyler. Where that stuffed turtle is, I don't know.
That might have been a get well soon turtle for him.
Oh, okay, true. 2-2. Bozer, a swing and a drive deep out to center field. Groves going back at the wall, reaches out and makes the catch on the move. Summerhill retreats to first base. A loud out number one off the bat of Bozer.
So in terms of that rally turtle, I got word that that stuffed turtle that Kyler purchased has now been migrated to the dugout.
Okay, so it lives in the dugout. That's right. That's where Francesca Rico was originally discovered. That's where it belongs. Shout out Amanda Foster for that tidbit.
Investigative reporting at its finest.
Love having that around here. Antonio Jimenez watches ball one down. That was a loud out from Bozer. Hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark as well. Anthony's just down. Jimenez working with a 2-0 count. Now it's Blaine Week on the mound. New pitcher for the Harbor Hawks out of Ohio State. Finds the zone here on the outside corner, 2-1. Jimenez 0 for 1 to this point, walking a strikeout. Wink, a native of Miamisburg, Ohio. Fastball just down low, 3-1 the count. Pitched in 21 games this year for the Buckeyes, 40 innings. ERA just below 3.5. The 3-1 in the dirt. Jimenez draws the walk. Summerhill moves up to second base here, and maybe something's brewing for the Gatemen here in the fourth inning.
Again, a team that manufactures runs. So they've got 2 base runners here. They got to bring them in, though. They've struggled with runners in scoring position.
It'll be up to Jace Reinhardt. Cleanup man. The chance to drive in some runs. First and second, one away. Wareham down by 9. Bit late on that one for strike one. Second appearance for Wink on the mound for the Hawks. 2 innings, 1 earned run allowed. Here's the 0-1. Reinhardt lifts one in the air out to shallow center field. Groves coming in, has a beat on it, makes the catch. Too shallow for Summerhill to tag. He'll hold his ground at second. 2 gone. So that'll bring up Sam White. Doubled and scored his last time up. Looking to keep this fourth inning rally going for the Gatemen. Hyannis tallied 6 runs in the fourth inning to break this ball game open. 4 in the first, 2 in the third for them as well. As White rolls one foul up the third baseline. White 1 for 2. It's got Jimenez at first, Summerhill at second. Reaches for that one, comes up empty, 0-2. Looking to extend the inning for Jacob Jarrell. Blaine Wink is ready, looks at second, deals the 0-2. Right back up the middle, rifles a base hit to center. Over to third, Summerhill. He's coming around, and he will score the throw-off line. Sam White comes through yet again. Little chink in the armor, perhaps. It's 12-4.
That's big stuff right there. He's clutch. He has a great hitting approach, and even with 2 strikes, he comes through again.
Moves up Jimenez to second base, extends the inning for Jacob Jarrell. Jarrell digs in. First offering to him. Misses off the plate with the fastball. Wing comes set. Glances at second and deals. Fastball misses in a similar spot, 2-0. Gerald tonight singled and scored in the second. He struck out in the third. Gateman looking to march back in this game. Still plenty of baseball to play here tonight at Spillane. The 2-0. Gerald flips it foul.
Good swing, good swing.
Haven't seen a big fly from him since his debut.
That debut came at Bourne just about a week ago. In his first at bat. 2-1. Chopper towards third, backing up to get it. Clark, he'll race to the bag and win that race against Jimenez. 5 unassisted concludes matters here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Gatemen tack on a run thanks to Sam White, and the score is Hyannis 12, Wareham 4, heading to the top of the fifth. But don't go anywhere just yet. Our very own Jesse Simmons standing by now. Jesse, what do we got?
Yeah, guys, here in the middle, at the bottom of the fourth inning, we got Gateman Grubs here with Braden Sloan and Tate McGuire. Got some ice cream from Tones Shake Shack back in the back, so we got some chocolate ice cream, strawberry. And tell me what we got right here.
We got a frozen chocolate eclair dessert bar.
All right, so, one bite. Everybody knows the rules. We'll give you a bite. Here we go. All right, I'm going to get up in there. Oh, it's super thick, I'll say that. So, strawberry. I'm a mint chocolate chip guy, so this is not bad. I'm going to go 8.2 out of 10. What do you think?
I think it's pretty good. The signature cake coating, as advertised. Coating's good, gives a little crunch. Nice creamy ice cream. I'll go 7.3 out of 10.
Wow, super rich. All right. What do you think, Tate? What are we talking about?
I'm not normally a big chocolate guy. I normally go for the fruitier flavor like strawberry or cotton candy.
We can switch.
We can switch, yeah.
We'll switch.
So, with the chocolate, very creamy, good consistency, pretty cold. I'll give it a solid 7.6.
All right, so it'll play. Tate said ice cream is cold, which we already knew that, but we'll take that. So that was Gateman Grubs right here, and cheers, boys, and thank you very much. Back to you guys.
Great stuff there from Jesse Simmons. Always a blast having Gateman Grubs, the second segment of that. And great stuff there from Tate McGuire and Braden Sloan being good sports as well. You got to do anything you can to brighten up this this ball game here, right, Kyle?
Got to have fun when you can. So they gave some high ratings to the ice cream. I give that segment a 10 out of 10. Jesse, you're a stud.
Absolutely right there. It looked like Braden really enjoyed it. Tate, not so much. He's more of a strawberry guy, he said, which I respect. I don't agree with him, but everyone can have their tastes.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm more of a strawberry guy myself.
I have nothing against strawberry, for the record, but it's a chocolate kind of thing for me. So here's Tony Pluta back on the hill. They'll face Wallace Clark here to start the top half of the fifth inning. 12-4 Hyannis as Pluta pours in strike one. We had some nice ice cream yesterday at Chatham right before the ball game. Made our little rounds about the town.
Yeah, and then Jesse came in with the idea of getting the Gateman Grubs in during the game. So I was like, all right, I'll have more ice cream.
And the Chatham Brownie Bites. Down low, 1-1 to Clark.
It's like, if you're really telling me that I have to eat another thing of ice cream, I guess I will.
Oh,
I don't
no.
want to, but I'll do it.
We have to force Kyle Marchak to eat food. I know you're that. You never say no to that.
No.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Clark, Michael Delato, and Mason White due up. Here's the 1-2. Sky it in the air. Foul territory, third base side. Could stay in play, actually, for Turner. And he makes the grab, leaning to his left for out number one. Just played that one behind the third base bag.
Not an easy play. A little breezy today.
Michael Kyle from Dallas Baptist University.
Michael Tatalo stands in. Checks his swing. And he did not go, says the first base umpire, Mike Hinojosa. Tatalo has been on base all 3 times. Walked twice, also singled, and scored all 3 times. 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second, or 2 in the third, rather, and 6 in the fourth for the Harbor Hawks tonight. The 1-0 gets the wave and miss there for Pluta. Pluta into the windup. Just below the zone there. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Fastball just in off the plate.
It's a good spot. Tony very surgical with his approach.
This is Pluta's second inning in relief. He took over with 1 out for Patrick Galley an inning ago. Gets the swing and miss again. Full count now on Tatalo. Out of Dallas Baptist. Pluta shakes off his catcher White a couple of times. Now ready. Into the windup and the payoff. Tapper right over the mound, up the middle. There to get it, Jimenez. Quick throw to first. And it's not in time. It goes in and out of the glove of Putnam.
Yeah, just not Putnam's day over at first base.
Another base runner for the Hawks. Hard to tell if that throw is going to beat him or not.
Now batting the left fielder, number 9.
But Putnam unable to squeeze it regardless. It is ruled just a single. That brings up Mason White. First pitch misses low and away for ball 1. We'll have to mix it up next time on Gateman Grubs. Maybe some non-ice cream food.
Do we have to?
Of course you would say that. I don't know how I feel about eating ice cream on the air, as this one's way inside 2-0.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's not great for the voice. I'll say that much.
I'm still recovering from yesterday.
Yeah.
After 2 separate meals of ice cream.
2-0 on the way. Popped him up. Left side of the infield, Turner. Tracks it down. 2 gone.
There you go. Pluta really does just induce soft contact.
Stayed on brand. He did that a lot in the previous inning. Didn't get the defense behind him that he needed. It'll be up to Eric Snow here to keep this top of the 5th going for Hyannis. A 12-4 Harbor Hawks lead here with 2 gone. It's up to this Gateman bullpen to just stop the bleeding and give the offense a chance to get back in it. First pitch to Snow, too far in. When it rains, it pours, or it snows.
Luke Combs.
Well, he's part of the pregame playlist.
It's true.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 1-1.
Oh, Lord, when it rains, it pours. I'll leave the rest to Luke.
Probably for the best. Probably. You do have a better singing voice than most people, though.
Oh, thank you.
I'll say that. Guess the swing and miss again, 1-2.
I wasn't expecting such a sweet compliment on air today.
I gotta give you compliments every now and again, but I have to watch out for your ego.
Hey, I appreciate that.
1-2 on Eric Snow. Pluta gets the foul ball right off the end of the bat.
You know what? That statement right there, very metaphoric to what baseball is, the highs and lows, the yin and the yang.
You are my yang, Kyle Marchak.
You're the yin to my yang, Ethan Eibe.
Runner at first with 2 gone. Keep it together. Keep it together. The 1-2. Outside again. Pluto looking to get out of this 5th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Make it 3-2.
Tony with a little pirouette after that. Just out of frustration, leaving that fastball high.
This has got to be the longest outing of Pluto's season to this point. He's up to 44 pitches now. Runner at first and 2 away. The payoff. Runner goes. Slider just off the plate.
Man, that's a good pitch. Can't be upset with that.
Another walk for Gateman pitching. But like you said, a good pitch. Extends the frame for Nick Groves, the center fielder out of Niagara. We'll get a chance here. Hyannis up 12-4 in the 5th. It's Snow at first, Tatalo at second. Pluto looks at second and deals. A check swing, doesn't matter, it's a called strike. Pluto has the sign from White. He comes home. And a fastball off the plate. Groves had a good day. 3 ribbies. Had a 2-run double last inning. Fouled back. Now a 2-strike count.
Yeah, just challenge him. That high fastball, that's kind of Pluto's bread and butter. You know, when he's changing eye levels, it's up and down.
1 more strike to get here in the 5th. One-two coming. Outside it gets away from White. And the runners will take an extra 90. It's actually Johan Desro over at second base now. Bobby Bose is out of the game. Unless he's been moved somewhere else that I haven't been told. But I don't see him anywhere. Still Jimenez at short and Turner at third.
Reinhardt in a step, Ryan.
2-2. Liner up the third base side and foul. It's ruled a pass ball on Sam White. Pluto laboring through this 5th. Though Hyannis hasn't plated a run yet. Up 12-4. Two-two. Powered in the air out towards center field. Summerhill has a beat and hauls it in. Groves out number 3. Pluto works into and out of trouble here in the top of the 5th. Hyannis with a nice 12-4 advantage, going bottom of 5 at Spillane here on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
I'm Jesse Simmons.
And I'm Brendan Summerhill.
And this is Catching Up with the Gateman. All right, so Brendan, junior, Arizona. From Chicago, though. Tell me a little about that. You said we talked about you grew up not far from Wrigley Field. What was that like growing up?
Yeah, a mile away from Wrigley. It was special. When the Cubs won in 2016, I really realized how cool it was to be a Cubs fan.
Right.
The entire north side of the city was partying for like, I mean, a week straight. I was in 7th grade. School got canceled the next day. We all got to go to the parade. It was super fun.
It's easy to say that. Did that grow your love for baseball early on, being able to be a part of that and so close to an MLB team?
Absolutely.
You know, it's hard not to want to get into baseball, right?
It's just, there's something about baseball that there's nothing else like it. I mean,
right. Was there an MLB player that you...
108 years, you don't win a World Series.
Right.
And then they win it, and everyone goes crazy. It was fun. It was super cool.
Was there an MLB player that you emulated your swing? You know, you play outfield. We talked about Ellie De La Cruz. You emulate that. Was there a different player growing up that you wanted to be like?
I always like to watch YouTube videos of Ken Griffey Jr. He's probably my favorite hitter to ever watch. I wouldn't necessarily say I emulated my swing off his, but...
Back here on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. It's a 12-4 lead for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks heading to the bottom half of the fifth. Ethan Eibe here. And I hand it off now to my good friend, Kyle Marchak.
Well, thank you very much, Ethan. It's bottom 6 or bottom 5 as the Gatemen are working in a large deficit. It's a 12-4 advantage for the visiting Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Blaine Wink, second inning of relief, and the righty delivers a fastball fouled straight back by Putnam. He does have an RBI single in his last at-bat, a walk back in the second, so a good day at the dish. In juxtaposition to a little bit of a struggle from really all of the infield so far today, defensively.
Yeah, it's been a tough going out there for Putnam.
Second offer in there for a strike.
Yeah, that ball thrown across the diamond on a potential double play in the third. Got by him just because of the sun. He's made a couple of close plays, hard-hit balls off the glove.
Strike 2. Yeah, it's just made for a long day at the ballpark. Oh, that's a backwards K, pardon me. So Putnam down on strikes to start off the frame. A rare backwards K for Putnam. Strikeout number 6 for Hyannis pitching. Here's Colby Turner. Single and a double. 2 for 2 today. And the first pitch is chopped to the left side. Backhand pick by Clark. 2 outs.
That's a nice play there by Clark. Not easy given the hops we've seen on the stone dust today.
The Harbor Hawks have grabbed 10 walks and 7 hits today for 12 runs. Gatemen have gotten aboard as well. 3 walks, 8 hits for themselves, and a 4-run scoring effort for them. First offer to Lippy in there for a strike. He's 0 for 1, a hit by pitch and a strikeout. So it's made for a lengthened ball game. This time, 2 days ago, that last home game, the ball game was over.
You're right. It was a 2-hour, 21-minute game against Harwich.
Here we are, just past midway through this contest. No balls, 2 strikes. Wink just outside.
And 10 of those walks, 8 of them coming in to score. So it goes to show you the teams that capitalize on those free passes are going to have success.
Called strike 3. 2 backwards Ks in the frame. A quick half hitting at that for the Gateman offense. So we send it to the top of the 6th. It's 12-4 Hyannis on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Welcome into our first edition of the Wareham Walk-Off in 2024. And our first guest, as we get to know you, is Tony Pluta, a right-handed pitcher out of Arizona. You ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Tony. Well, you're from Chicago, so what brought you out west to Arizona?
So my recruiting coordinator at Arizona knew my high school coach really well and knows that whole area very well. So it's just kind of how I got connected with them.
Gotcha. So they reached out to you in high school. You told me you topped out at 95 in high school, so pretty easy to get noticed?
Yeah, that definitely helps. But, you know, going to all the tournaments and all that kind of thing helps.
Okay, well, on top of that, you've developed some accolades in your short career in college baseball so far. You were in the Northwoods last year, and then college ball treated you well in 2024. Your spring was pretty fun. How about that Pac-12 championship? What was that like?
It was amazing, especially being the last Pac-12 championship. It was an awesome feeling to win the last Pac-12 game ever.
Yeah, and then Brennan Summerhill, your Gateman teammate, hit the walk-off. So is it cool to share that moment with your Summer teammate as well?
Oh yeah, it's great. Every moment with Summer is something special, so it's great to have a teammate like that.
Speaking of Summer, you've been to a lot of different baseball destinations. This is kind of your first one for an extended period of time out east. Where does Wareham rank all time?
It's pretty great. I mean, the Northwoods was definitely its own thing, but I love Wareham. It's a great spot to be.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. We made it to home plate, so my final question for you, what's the goal this summer?
Just pitch well, throw strikes, and get guys out.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Kyle.
That's our first edition of the Wareham Walk-Off. We'll catch you guys next week.
From Arizona.
Back in the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Top 6 we go. At Spillane Field, the Gatemen threatened by a 12-4 deficit right now with the visiting third-place Hyannis Harbor Hawks in the West Division. A game that's just gotten out of hand with a lot of walks. And now it's the fourth arm out of the pen for the Gatemen tonight. Tonko Susak out of Arizona, 3.6 ERA through 5 innings pitched so far in this young 2024 campaign. It's an entirely new battery now as a kid picked up from Brewster, Gio Cueto out of Stetson, makes his Gateman debut. Not his first time playing in 2024, though.
Nope, played in 4 games for the Brewster Whitecaps this year. 2 for 11 with an RBI, but good to see him give Sam White a break. At this point in the ball game, might as well see what you got on the bench.
Yeah, a little waiver wire pickup for Cueto, so he makes his Gateman debut. It'll be a defensive substitution at first. So we'll see what the Gatemen have to offer offensively going forward to try and shrink this 8-run lead. But for now, it's Tonko Susak taking over. It's been an up-and-down day pitching-wise so far. The Gatemen have allowed 10 walks. So looking at the storylines or stat lines so far for the bullpen, it was just 1 inning out of Layman, the starter, so it called for, so far, a whole lot of innings from the bullpen today. Faulkner started with 2 frames out of him, 2 earned runs, and 5 earned runs in just a third of an inning from Gallet. He struggled there with 4 walks. Pluta came in, didn't give up any earned runs, but 1 did come in and a couple of errors through 1 2/3. So now it's Tonko Susak's turn, and he faces 8, 9, and 1. Anthony Silva digs in. He's 0 for 3.
Last time we saw Susak, he finished that ball game against Hyannis 5 days ago. This is his 4th appearance. 5 innings, just 2 earned runs allowed.
Tall righty out of Arizona. First pitch to Silva, the TCU infielder. Firm fastball down the middle, a called strike. Oh, 1. And it bounces in the dirt. Well, bullpen, along with the trend of the struggles, rare ones at that, for the Gateman pitching, have given up a lot of walks today. But that definitely is juxtaposed to what we've seen out of Gateman pitching from the bullpen specifically during this win streak.
Yeah, it's been a whole lot of shutdown baseball. I believe the numbers on it the last 5 games, 25 innings out of the pen and only 4 earned runs allowed. You really couldn't have asked for much more.
It's elite stuff. Multiple arms that just string stuff together. 2-1, a called strike. Count levels to 2-2. Silva did have a sac fly back in the 4th. A 4th inning that allowed 6 runs. 2-2 on the way. Tapper left side. Third baseman Turner spins, fires. High throw, the tag. In time to get him. There's a defensive effort from Putnam to turn things around. Nice play for out number 1.
Good to see for Putnam. We know it's been a tough day down there at first, so that's a little vote of confidence and a nice play to leap up, grab that, and apply the tag all in one motion and save a throwing error on Turner's part.
Kind of exemplary of the type of baseball we've seen today. Chaotic. But outmade nonetheless, so it's Manny Garza. He's 1 for 3, singled in the 2nd, strikeout looking, and reached on an error. First pitch to the lefty out of Rice. In there. It's that stone dust, man.
I want to go out there and take some ground balls on it.
0-1 from the full. Down low. How do you think you would fare?
Not very well, probably.
You know, that's a much anticipated part of our season is when we get action at the end of the year. 1-1. Check swing, and he went around 1-2. So it's actually not necessarily at the end of the season. What head coach Ryan Smythe told us about in terms of when the interns get to do BP and all the silly stuff that no one else cares about. It's about when they clinch their postseason role. 1-2. Little nubber foul. Staying alive with one away, top 6, 12-4 Hyannis. So I have a feeling in my left knee that we may be taking intern BP sooner rather than later, despite the score today. Hot start to 2024.
One of the best starts in years for this group.
1-2. Called strike 3. Tonko frames a fastball on the inside edge. Strikeout for out number 2.
That's another Gateman strikeout brought to you by the law offices of Lang, Exiferis, and
You aware of the extensive athletic history of Anthony Susak's family?
Tell me about it.
There's a couple of major leaguers within that group. Andrew Susak, his cousin, former Oregon State player, 6 seasons in MLB. I know he played with the Giants. His cousin Daniel, a 2022 first-round draft pick.
Really is a genetic thing, huh?
Must be.
Top of the order, Kane Kepley. 3 walks and a single. Strike 1.
And Daniel was also an Arizona Wildcat. 19th overall selection of the 2022 draft by the Oakland A's.
One is cut on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 away. Susak cruising.
He's currently at Double-A Midland, his cousin.
And the pitch. Cut on and miss. Susak with 3 up and 3 down as the Gatemen send it to the home half of the 6th on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Attention, young Gateman fans, we have our 2 bingo winners tonight.
Whatever your technology needs are, Secure One can help. Learn more at securone.com. SecureWON.com.
The Wareham-based AD Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is North America's largest cranberry grower, the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts, and a recognized leader in environmentally responsible real estate development and stewardship. For 170 years, AD Makepeace Company has supported community events and organizations like your Wareham Gatemen. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Attention baseball fans, are you ready to hit a financial home run? PCT Federal Credit Union is here tonight to make your dreams of home ownership and driving off in that new car a reality. Their unbeatable low rates on mortgage and auto loans are a win for everybody. Whether you're rounding the bases to buy your first home or looking to upgrade your ride, PCT Federal Credit Union has got your back. Swing by their tent before you leave or visit their website to learn more about how they can help you step up to the plate and score big on your financial goals.
The AD Makepeace Company also owns and operates Reed Custom Soils, the area's leading manufacturer of custom soils, including CU structural soil and Rooflight certified green roof media. Reed Custom Soil is also a manufacturer and distributor of baseball infield mix and conditioners. To learn more, visit www.reedcustomsoils.com.
We're not live.
Now batting the center fielder, number 22, Brendan Summerhill.
Back on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. It's a 12-4 score as we head to the bottom of the 6th. And sitting to my right as the Gatemen look to reconcile an 8-run deficit to the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, it's the beat writer for the Gatemen, Amanda Foster. Nice to have you with us.
Well, thank you for having me, Kyle. It's always a pleasure to hop on the broadcast with you guys.
Oh, yeah. And last time you hopped on, you sparked a rally.
Last 2 times.
Last 2 times.
Both times.
You're 2 for 2 today.
I am 2 for 2.
First batter at the dish, it's the leadoff, Brendan Summerhill. He's 1 for 3. So how's it feel to be considered a good luck charm?
It feels pretty good, but there's a lot of pressure, I can't lie. I'm sitting here and I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like my reputation is kind of on the line right now. So I need Brendan Summerhill to come up big again like he did last night.
Well, he hit well yesterday, right? One of the better hitting performances you've seen from a Gateman in your 2 seasons now?
Oh, 100%. Yes. Yeah, he was seeing the ball incredibly well.
Looked like a beach ball to him yesterday on a 3-hit night with 6 runs batted in.
He told me in the beginning of the game he was looking for heaters. The first 2 hits, including the grand slam off a heater, and then he adjusted, got another hit later down the line that was, I believe, on not a heater. I don't remember what the pitch was that he told me about, but one of the more talented players that I've seen come through the Cape, to be perfectly honest, and a really, really good guy, well-spoken in interviews.
Down-to-earth kid.
All around good person.
Brighter personality on the team, too. You have to develop relationships with these players in order to get the good stuff from them, right? And, I mean, the culture on this team is as excellent as we've ever seen it, too.
Well, and yeah, I'm sure you probably haven't been able to hear this too much. You've got your headphones on, but the last few innings, Summerhill out in center field has been calling into the pitchers, both of them. He knows both of them. They all go to Arizona together, cheering them on, being very, very vocal out there in the field. Even though he's out in center field, he's still a talker, and you really take that, especially in a game like this where everybody needs encouragement. And that's one of the things about this team is that they all believe in each other. They're down 12-4, but I'm sure that dugout is talking like they could be down 11.
And you know
down
what?
12-11.
You know what? I needed encouragement, too. That's why I brought you onto the broadcast today.
What can I say? I'm an encouraging person.
Oh, you are. And we've got a walk from Summerhill, so look at that. So far, the good luck charm has worked, and now it's Johan Desero's first at-bat today as he steps in for Bobby Bozer. The first pitch is low. You really do just bring good luck with you, huh?
What can I say? I can't say anything. I don't know. There's a higher power that's helping out, maybe.
Well, you're a journalist, so you can talk about a lot of different things.
This is true.
Fouled straight back. So when a guy like Summerhill hits the way he did yesterday, does that make your job for the post-game recap very easy?
Yes and no, because when it's a guy like Summerhill, that means that I've written about him before. Because he's been doing so well, so I have to find a different angle. But I love that part. So it's challenging, but in the best way possible.
Tapper up the middle, gloved by the second baseman. Throw to first. It's a 4-3 double play. Nice play by Silva. And the bases are emptied. So now it's Antonio Jimenez. You know what? He's due for a home run.
I would say so. He's due for a good, strong hit. I feel like it's been a little while since we've seen him knock one into the outfield.
So with that, too, since you are in your second season, we get to talk about the way you hit a ball, since you, I'm assuming, partook in intern BP last year.
Oh, of course I did.
And that shot is a floater to the right side, sprinting and making the catch is Silva. That ends it. We'll continue that story when we come back next half inning as we head to the top of the seventh on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Whatever your technology needs are, Secure One can help. Learn more at SecureOne.com. SecureWON.com.
The Wareham-based AD Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is North America's largest cranberry grower, the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts, and a recognized leader in environmentally responsible real estate development and stewardship. For 170 years, AD Makepeace Company has supported community events and organizations like your Wareham Gatemen. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Attention baseball fans, are you ready to hit a financial home run? PCT Federal Credit Union is here tonight to make your dreams of home ownership and driving off in that new car a reality. Their unbeatable low rates on mortgage and auto loans are a win for everybody. Whether you're rounding the bases to buy your first home or looking to upgrade your ride, PCT Federal Credit Union has got your back. Swing by their tent before you leave or visit their website to learn more about how they can help you step up to the plate and score big on your financial goals.
The AD Makepeace Company also owns and operates Reed Custom Soils, the area's leading manufacturer of custom soils, including CU structural soil and Rooflight certified green roof media. Reed Custom Soil is also a manufacturer and distributor of baseball infield mix and conditioners. To learn more, visit www.reedcustomsoils.com.
Top 7 coming at you on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. The Gatemen down 12-4 as Anthony Susak will go into his second inning of relief. With that, how about we have some fun during this deficit? Let's toss it down to our sideline reporter, Jesse Simmons. He's with the Bat Boys today. Let's get to know him, Jesse.
Yeah, guys, I'm down here on the third base line. A couple of Bat Boys, and right here's you get a pop up to right field. While we're sitting down here, these guys get an up-close and personal view of what it's like to be a bat boy in the Cape Cod. And the Cape Cod League, they thrive off of volunteers and guys like you. So it's good to see you boys. And what's your names here?
My name's Colin.
So Colin and Griffin, also first off, thank you for you guys being here. So what is it like being down here up close and personal? You guys are baseball players yourselves. What is it like for you guys to be here and watch these guys up close?
It's really cool and like really fun to like be a part of the Gateman.
Right.
It's kind of like I get a lot of tips too and stuff like that, and it's just really cool to see it.
So what positions in baseball do you guys play right now?
I play first. Pitcher.
Pitcher. And seeing these guys throw so hard, do you think you'll be strong like these guys one day and, be playing in the Cape Cod Baseball League?
I mean, strong, but probably not playing in the Cape.
Oh, you never know that. You got to keep the dreams big. It was once my dream, but now we're here. So what about you right here?
Probably not, though.
Why? Look at these guys are big and strong, but I think it's good to keep your dreams big. And one day these kids were once in your shoes, and guys like you are one day. We've all had dreams of being in the Cape. We've made here with the bride, Ethan and Kyle and everybody on our team. One way or the other will make it here, and it's pretty cool to be down this level that not everybody gets to have. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
What about you guys?
Yeah.
Sometimes it puts you in shock here, boys, but we're having a good time. So, back to you. But we're even though we're at 12 to 4, we're still enjoying some baseball here on a Friday night.
Well, thank you very much, Jesse. Hey, you got to have some fun, and those bat boys get the best view, just as Jesse said. So, with that, it's one away and a single from Wallace Clark. So, batting fourth with a couple of knocks today, it's Michael DiTallo with a runner on first. Brief but impactful young men those bat boys are, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. No question.
So just one away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jesse, our sideline reporter extraordinaire, getting the full angle down behind home plate for us. Were you ever a bat girl, Amanda?
I always wanted to be. I never could, Kyle. I played softball myself, and I always wanted to try to be a bat girl for a major league team. That dream never came true, or hasn't come true yet. Probably won't come true.
It's never too late. There's
That's
a chopper
true.
to the right side. Desero has it. Backhand flip to second. Throw to first. A double play. There's the good luck charm from Amanda. And with a twin killing, we empty the bases and finish the side. It's time to stretch on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Do you want to stick? For a good piece of glass, call Abby. Located at 3 Tyler Avenue in East Wareham, call Abby Glass and Locks about getting a free quote for your windows, doors, locks, and other glass needs. Mastria Auto Group. Whether you need sales, parts, or service, call Mastria Auto Group for all your Kia, Cadillac, Mazda, VW, Subaru, and Nissan needs. Mastria delivers. www.mastria.com.
Legacy Insurance has been servicing Wareham and the surrounding area since 1980. Call Legacy Insurance for all your insurance needs at 508-295-1315. Legacy Insurance, your hometown agency.
Looking to buy or sell real estate in the South Shore, South Coast, or Cape Cod area? Joanne Stevenson has been selling Massachusetts since 2000. Specializing in residential real estate, she is a part of the #1 Berkshire Hathaway Robert Paul team. Whether you are looking for your first home, vacation home, or relocating, call Joanne Stevenson, your local Wareham agent, for all your real estate needs. A proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
4, 5, 6 due up on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Home half of the 7th, so just 3 more chances for the Gatemen to reconcile an 8-run deficit against their West Division foes in the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Up in the treehouse, as we call it, at Spillane Field, I'm Kyle Marchak, still alongside my best bud, Amanda Foster. Why am I making you chuckle? Is that not truthful about you and I?
No, that is true. I just didn't think you were going to say it.
Well,
Warms my heart. Thank you.
I try and be genuine sometimes. Blaine Wink,
Sometimes.
4th inning of relief as he gets a first pitch strike there. Sometimes you think sometimes I'm not genuine to you?
I don't know, Kyle. I've known you for not even 2 weeks, so.
Fair enough. I pride myself on authenticity, and I think that,
I love that.
goes
That's
with the
very
culture
nice.
of the Gatemen, too.
100%.
So speaking of being truthful, You haven't told us about how intern BP went.
I have not. I haven't had time. These innings are going
Busy
very
day.
quickly.
You sit down and all of a sudden the game starts flying.
I know. I don't know if that's good luck or bad luck, but we'll see.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So intern BP. From what I remember,
There's a single into center field, as you were saying.
because this was almost a year ago-ish, and a lot has happened since then. I believe I was the first intern to take BP.
Wow, you're brave.
Yeah, I wanted to do it. I wanted to show up because I've been talking it up all summer. It was like, guys, I played softball. Like, I know how to swing a bat, and I really, really wanted to because you come out and you see guys playing baseball every day, and you want to do it too. So I went out there and made solid contact with most of the balls that I can remember. Hit a few to the outfield.
Okay.
I remember that. But the biggest thing that I remember is not from when I was batting, but when manager Ryan Smythe was batting at the very end, because I decided to take up my spot at third base like I had throughout high school. Had my glove, was perfectly comfortable, ready to field some ground balls, and Coach Smythe lines 3 balls in a row straight at me, right? And so the first one, I'm like, I'm going to try to field this. Bounces off the stone dust. You've seen the bounces.
Yep.
I didn't get to it. Second one was a little bit farther away, so I tried to run over and lunge for it. Didn't get that one either. Third one comes in, hops, hits me right in the shin.
Did that feel good?
It did not feel good. It immediately started swelling up. You could see where it hit me. And so he hit about 3 more down the line, and I jumped out of the way, and I moved. And so later on, we came back for the game, and I told him, I was interviewing in pregame, and I asked him, I was like, how do you feel knowing that you hit your sideline reporter earlier in the day? He felt really bad. But I had a nice little bruise on my leg for a couple days, courtesy of Ryan Smythe's batting practice. So fair warning, if you do intern batting practice at the end of the summer, don't go in the hot corner when he's batting.
Fair enough.
Just avoid it. Avoid it altogether would be my advice.
Yeah, why not? Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah. I wanted to prove myself one more time, and I just got hurt, so...
Snowballs and 2 strikes with 1 away after a backwards K from Sam White. It's Gio Cueto making his Gateman debut. Third offer to him from Blaine Wink. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. 2 away. So now it's Eli Putnam's turn. In the bottom of the 7th, Gateman still down 8. So he just smoked a couple of ground balls at you, and
yes,
the leg swelled up. Were you limping during your reports later in that game?
No, it was not that bad. It was like a glancing blow, so I maybe over-exaggerated a little bit.
But that's journalism, right? Sometimes you got to highlight certain parts.
I really hope not, Kyle.
No? Have I had it wrong this entire time?
The exaggeration part is a step too far, I think. In this, because then that's exaggerating a bad thing. If you can sometimes over-exaggerate a good thing. But so, journalism, you want to be truthful.
Okay.
You want to,
Interesting.
Just tell the facts.
I'm taking notes, so that's considered unethical then.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I'm glad we could have this little journalism lesson.
0-2, a check swing. He didn't go around. Well, what is the truth is that the Gatemen are down 8 today. So you and I have been pulling out all the stops to have some fun.
We're trying.
You sat down for a few outs, and you've been here for 9 of them. As there's a swing and a drive into left center. Going back at the wall, looking up. It is dropping at the base of the wall. Putnam rounding second. Rounding third is the lead runner, Reinhardt. The throw is cut off, and Putnam digs in with an RBI triple. How about that to cut down this lead to 7? Putnam with a rough day in the field, but a great day at the dish. It's his second knock. Needed that, huh?
There's still lots of time left in this game, Kyle. Anything can happen, especially with this team.
And that's his 4th triple of the year. So Putnam adding that 4th triple. The Gatemen lead that category by a wide margin. A lot of extra base hits this year. Just a different offense from last season?
A little bit. There's a little bit more willingness to run on the bases. A little bit more speed that I've noticed that we've seen in the last few games. Guys more willing to take risks and go for that. And a lot more, or sometimes some more further hit balls that land out by the fence in the outfield.
0-2. There's a pop-up into that phthalo blue sky. Coming in is Kepley. He has a beat on it and makes the catch to retire the side. Well, Amanda, it was very fun having you.
Thank you. I appreciate being here.
Of course. Well, with a couple of knocks, a run comes in. The Gatemen shrink it down to a 7-run deficit as we head to the top of the 8th on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Dinner train goes to ticket 1327605. 1327605. Gift card to Cornerstone's Pizza and Pub goes to ticket 1327689. Again, 1327689. $15 gift card to Ebb and Flow Wellness Spa is 1327339. 1327339. And the 50-50 cash prize of $166 tonight goes to ticket 1327309. One more time, 1327309. Congratulations to all of our winners. You can bring your tickets down to the merchandise table to claim your prizes. And thank you to everyone who participated for helping support Wareham Gatemen baseball. Attention please, ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for Wareham, number 44, Gavin Black from Mississippi State.
Summer is finally here, and we're finally back to enjoying all our favorite outdoor activities. As temperatures rise, so does the risk for unexpected injuries. South Coast Health Urgent Care Centers are open, safe, and here to provide the care you need when you need it.
12-5 Hyannis as we head to the top of the 8th on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. New pitcher on the bump, it's Gavin Black, 6th arm for the Gatemen today for a bullpen that's been dealing as they look to reconcile what could be the end to a 6-game winning streak. Black, 6 1/3, a 0 ERA as we continue this string of guests on the broadcast for some good luck. It's our sideline reporter, analyst, the guy who does everything and can wear a lot of hats for the Gatemen, Jesse Simmons. Thanks for hopping on.
Hey, I'm just happy to be here, and it's awesome to be here with you on a wonderful Friday evening. I can't picture myself anywhere else than
You're
next
making
to
me
you,
blush.
Kyle.
You're making me blush. All right, so it's going to be 5-6-7 right now. Mason White out of Arizona will dig in. He's got 1 single in 4 tries at the dish as Gavin Black looks to maintain a 0 ERA through the highest count of innings of any reliever. And the first pitch is a strike. This kid just throws fuzz out there, and he's got a bright personality too, Jesse.
Yeah, also, side note, a lot of Pac-12 guys out here, even though the Pac-12 does not exist anymore. Seems like a lot of Arizona guys on this field tonight, as I've seen.
That's true. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and worth noting, too, all these Arizona guys are coming off the last Pac-12 championship victory in the entire conference's athletic history. Black peering in for the side. He gets it. Here's the 0-2 to Mason White. Line drive foul. How was that Gateman Grubs session? He had a couple of pitchers with you.
It was my turn to tap in for Gateman Grubs. I had Braden Sloan from TCU and his roommate Tate McGuire from Arkansas. They had a good time with it.
That went in the dirt.
Yeah, it was interesting. So we did some ice cream. It was fantastic. Thought it went well. I'm more of a mint chocolate chip guy. I got some strawberry. Tate had chocolate. We ended up switching in the middle of the grub, but not too bad. Not too bad. We'll take it. We'll take it.
So you guys had an ice cream swap.
Yes, we did actually, but it's a little cold. I'm from Florida, so though it feels like a Florida winter right now. Ice cream and a little cold weather for me don't mix, so I was jittery and ready to end that Gateman grub, but it wasn't too bad. I'll say.
Fair enough. Now I'm from New York, so this is like a
summer.
Yeah, this is a hot summer evening for me. The 1-2, it's fouled off again.
Yeah, this is November and December in Florida, so
I'm jealous. Different. Man, the Cape really just brings in international cultures.
Oh my goodness, yes. And it brings just talent from all over the country, and it's pretty cool to get to talk to these guys and meet them.
Foul tip, Mason White staying alive. So you are as personable as anyone in this staff that's helping this Gateman 2024 season chug along from the media side of things. Who are the brightest personalities? Who have you made friends with? What are the cool stories?
You know what? Just being able to pick the minds of guys in pregame and even in the bullpen too. Brendan Summerhill is quite the character, I will say. I had the chance to go golf with him and Bobby Bozer last Monday. As that ball's fouled off, I had a chance to go talk to them and get to know them. And Bozer, he seems quiet, really talented kid, just does the little things right. That these days of baseball, the little things get overlooked a lot with all the flash and shimmer that you see across talented athletes. But he's a good dude. He's a small personality, but a genuine personality. And Summerhill is a bright and extravagant personality. So it's been pretty cool to see that. Speaking of personality, personable, Gavin Black, probably the most talkative and just social and wants to know you as a person. Pitchers we have on the staff here with the Gatemen.
Here's the 3-2 from Black, and he gets a swing and a miss as White was battling but goes down on strikes. Big out number one for one of the brightest personalities on this staff. Gavin Black, he hopped on air yesterday, or not yesterday, the last home game a couple days ago, and we let him call a singular pitch, and the only thing he did was argue the call. He was like, there's a strike. Right. Oh, no, it's a ball. That's wrong.
He's a guy that, I think baseball will work out for him. If it doesn't, he has a stand-up comedy job waiting for him somewhere, somehow, some way.
Easily.
And he actually, it's funny, speaking of Gateman Grubs, he was slated for Gateman Grubs, and he had to go get hot in the pen. So he was the guy that was going to make the appearance with me because he has such a bright personality.
It would have been electric.
Very sociable. So he has a personality and maybe a future career in acting or whatever it may be, but he's an entertainer to say the least.
First pitch to Eric Snow is down low, as well as the second one. A 2-0 count to a guy who's drawn 2 walks today. Otherwise, 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a fly out. Hitters count in the deal. Swing and a miss. Man, that would have been electric. And then he talked about swapping ice cream, too, like the food equivalent of a jersey swap, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. Me and Tate both took one bite of each of our ice creams and realized, wow, why don't I have yours? So in the middle, we went, okay, yeah, here, take yours. And we did a double review. So it wasn't too bad, but I was like, make it a little action-packed here. And we had a little audience from the Hyannis Harbor Hawks down there in the first base dugout. Braden ended up taking one bite and giving a clear bar to his teammate, other TCU teammate down in the Hyannis dugout. So plenty to be shared and friends to be spoken to, so that was pretty cool. But so it's all good vibes down here in the Cape, even though we're down by, it seems like, a touchdown. The vibes are still good here, and this team is hot, to say the least.
Called strike 3. Gavin Black is hot. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the top of the 8th here on the Gateman Baseball Network. If you guys are just joining in, we're having some fun as the Gatemen are down 7. It's a 12-5 Hyannis advantage. We've had Amanda Foster on today, and amidst all these walks, we have Jesse Simmons, who was walking the sidelines, join us up in the booth now. There was the Gateman Grub session. Now it's Nick Groves. First pitch is a strike. He's got an RBI double, otherwise a couple of putouts and a walk.
What a wonderful way to segue that. You have such a way with words, Kyle.
Hey, thanks.
I love it.
I try my best. Well, you've segued different parts of your existence into this role that you have now, being a former ball player. If someone went to a Build-A-Bear workshop and created a specific opportunity for you in your career, I feel like this is pretty dang close to what you would want.
Yeah, it's funny. It was my dream to one day play in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Every high school and collegiate player, this is the place to come to get exposure, to play against the top-tier talent across the country. And you can see with the MLB alumni this league has, it's hard to deny the fact that you want to play here. And with my crazy journey I've had through college, 3 schools in 4 years, 4 surgeries, and my baseball career on the field coming to a close, and I tell everybody I hung up the cleats and picked up a mic, so I love it. And to be here, to be with you in this booth is something that if you told me 3 years ago, I wouldn't have believed you. And this is just a cool opportunity to be here and enjoy just what it means to be a collegiate baseball player and what it means to have baseball at its finest form like we have right here.
Absolutely. God willing, you've gone the right direction. You are a wonder behind the mic as we have a foul ball doink off the tops of our heads really here in the treehouse. It's a full count with 2 away.
Yeah, I tell everybody I talk a lot, so I want to put it to good use. And I'm just thankful that the Lord has put me here in a good spot.
Payoff. It's a swing and a soft floater left side. Racing over. It drops in front of the left fielder, Reinhardt. A 2-out single just bloops in there. Nick Groves with his second knock today.
Now, Kyle, you can tell me if this is a hot take, but was that ball catchable?
You know, Reinhardt coming into his right. In this situation, why not give it the risk? I say he might be able to cut that off.
Yeah, and that too with
you were an outfielder in your time too.
I was, yeah. With a left-handed batter up, you hit a ball down the line. Every ball hit has some side spin, so it's going to cut back towards the foul lines. So he was also shifted a little bit towards left center. That ball's tailing away from him as he's chasing it. So it's a little dog chase ball type action.
Yeah.
But, I mean, down by there, why not create yourself your own highlight reel while it's getting quiet and you're picking grass out there in the outfield?
1-0 is down low. Anthony Silva at the dish now. He's 0 for in 4 attempts at the dish. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 away. It's a 12-5 Hyannis Harbor Hawks advantage in the top of the 8th with a runner on first after a 2-out single from Groves. Black sets, kicks, and deals. It's upstairs, 3-0.
I don't mind that they're 2-0. Down by a touchdown, that fastball right there, a lot of guys are going to swing out of their shoes on 2-0. I don't mind that. Let the fastball eat a little bit. Give him a little eye level here. Wouldn't be surprised. People, obviously, he's going to come back with a fastball here.
3-0, it's a called strike.
No, I wouldn't be surprised to see a little breaking ball. Change the eye level. Still working hard here in the Cape League.
How were you as a hitter in your time?
I'm not gonna. I was decent. That was my strong point was hitting.
Grounder over the third base bag. A diving stop by Turner. Throw across the diamond. There you go. Nice play to retire the side. Jesse, you are a good luck charm. A little defensive highlight to finish the inning. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey, it's always a pleasure. It's good to be here.
All right, I'll see Jesse in just a minute. For now, we got to finish this ball game. Bottom 8 ahead. Gateman down 7 on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. For a good piece of glass, call Abby. Located at 3 Tyler Avenue in East Wareham, call Abby Glass and Locks about getting a free quote for your windows, doors, locks, and other glass needs. Mastria Auto Group. Whether you need sales, parts, or service, call Mastria Auto Group for all your Kia, Cadillac, Mazda, VW, Subaru, and Nissan needs. Mastria delivers. www.mastria.com.
Legacy Insurance has been servicing Wareham and the surrounding area since 1980. Call Legacy Insurance for all your insurance needs at 508-295-1315. Legacy Insurance, your hometown agency.
Looking to buy or sell real estate in the South Shore, South Coast, or Cape Cod area? Joanne Stevenson has been selling Massachusetts since 2000. Specializing in residential real estate, she is a part of the #1 Berkshire Hathaway Robert Paul team. Whether you are looking for your first home, vacation home, or relocating, call Joanne Stevenson, your local Wareham agent, for all your real estate needs. A proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
12-5 Bad Guys on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. 6 outs to work with offensively for the Gatemen. They're down 7 on a game that just slipped away because of a lot of walks through 5 arms of pitching so far. Speaking of new arms, here's the 5th one or 4th one today for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Casey Hintz will take over, the right-handed pitcher, a junior going into his junior year out of Arizona. So another Wildcat on the bump. And I'm rejoined by the usual, or let's say typical, color commentator alongside me, one of your play-by-plays as well, Ethan Eibe. Thanks for joining me, man.
Thanks for allowing me to come back. Jesse Simmons can take my job anytime he wants, and Amanda Foster, too, to her credit. Those two were great to hear from, but good to be back.
All right, so it's the sidewinder. Casey Hintz taking over. He had a good year. 4.13 ERA, a 3-1 record. High leverage guy, 32 2/3 innings pitched for the Wildcats this year. One of 4 Wildcats that we've seen on the field today between the Gatemen and the Harbor Hawks. Pac-12 takeover. And he was a Pac-12 All-Conference honorable mention as well. It's going to be 9-1-2 hitting. Michael Lippy will start things off. He's 0 for 3 today. Or 0 for 2, pardon me. A couple of strikeouts and an RBI hit by pitch back in the 2nd. Gateman looking to claw back into it bit by bit. They've made it a 7-run ball game. It would take quite the outing offensively these next couple of innings. The first pitch slider's over for a strike. So what you been up to the past couple of innings?
Well, really just been hanging out behind you, but having some good conversations, learning a little bit from Joe next door.
Tapper left side, it's foul.
Never get to see our cameras in action, and wanted to take a second to appreciate the great camera work that we've got going on here tonight and the wonderful work of our production crew.
Yeah, shout out to the production crew, Allison DeWitt, Joseph Patrick Henry, our two producers all season long, and they've worked through a new setup for the Gatemen as Wareham really has reinvented themselves in so many different ways. Media, baseball, both sides of the game. 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Lippy down on strikes, third time today for him. 1 out, bottom 8.
They wear that distinction of being the only team off Cape with pride. A lot of folks don't look forward to crossing the bridge just to get here and play here, but this is a place the Gatemen are proud of.
And that's really kind of where the moniker Guard the Gate fits. And that's a moniker that was taken aboard by the team last year when looking to rally. Brennan Summerhill, he's got a base knock and an RBI to his credit. Walked aboard as well, and the first pitch is fouled back.
So Katuitt won today over at Bourne 7-3, extending their winning streak. And the Gatemen fall tonight. Katuitt moved to a half game behind us.
Competitive West Division. That pitch is pulled foul by Summerhill, who jumps out of the box, wishing he had that one back.
Elsewhere around the league, Brewster losing to Orleans tonight 5-2. YD defeats Chatham 8-2 at home, and Harwich gets it done against the Falmouth Commodores 4-1. Commodores now 3-9.
Yikes. 0-2 with 1 away. Hintz delivers. It's a fastball firm, but upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. More parity in the Cape this year, huh?
Yeah, I mean, nobody pegged the Gatemen to, first of all, win 6 in a row, but be the best team in the league a quarter of the way through the season.
Down low, 2-2.
But it's a credit to the coaching staff, Ryan Smythe and his crew, for recruiting this group and for allowing them to gel so quickly.
Just outside, a brave take. Count runs full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. And the deal from Hintz. Check swing. Did he go around? No, says the third base umpire, Ben DiCostanzo. And chugging on to first with another walk. Summerhill's OBP just ticking up. AB after AB.
Been on base 4 times today. Twice on the walk, hit by a pitch. Single for him.
So a runner on first, 1 away. Johan Desero from Stetson has a new teammate with him. Gio Cueto just picked up on the waiver wire. Catcher for the Gatemen just made his debut. Initially defensive substitution, struck out, but has plenty of ABs in those red and blue jerseys going forward. So 2 Stetson Hatters on the roster. What is a Hatter, Ethan?
That would have been a better question for Jesse Simmons. I'm going to say that right now.
He knows that stuff. He's a big college athletics buff.
He happens to be from DeLand.
DeLand.
Which is where Stetson is. So,
runner on first. And that one is down low. 1-1. Desser out the dish. Second at bat for him today. He came in for Bozer back in the 5th. DeLand spelt D-A-L-A-N-D?
D-E.
D-E-L-A-N-D. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. I wonder what the origin of that town's name came from. If someone just thought that this place was really cool and said, yo, it's DeLand.
I don't, yeah.
No?
I don't know. We'd have to double check that. Jesse might know. Jesse knows his history, and he knows Stetson.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Swing and a miss. Desero down on strikes. You know, DeLand sounds like maybe a French origin, which Desero would know a thing or two about, being fluent in French. Two away. Gateman batters have struck out 9 times today. And the Miami Hurricane now in the portal, Antonio Jimenez, looks for his first knock. He's been on base today, pair of walks, but Strikeout and a fly out as well. Runner goes. First pitch, a called strike. Throw down to second. The tag on a hop is not in time. Summerhill with his third stolen base in the past couple of games. Make it 4 swipes on the season.
Love the aggressiveness, even though you're down 7 runs. Just put yourself in scoring position. Give your guys a chance.
Jimenez down 0-1. Hintz lets it rip. It's in there. Oh, 2 deal. Slider down low. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. And the deal. Swing and a miss. Chase the high cheese. He's down on strikes. 3 Ks in the inning with a walk sandwiched in between by Summerhill, who gets stranded on second base. So the Gatemen, with no runs, they're still down 7. Away half of the 9th coming on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
All that buzzing and fighting is enough to drive anyone indoors. Before you plan your next outdoor adventure, contact Mosquito Joe. Our team of pest control experts knows just about everything there is to know about flying, crawling, buzzing, biting pests, and scurrying rodents, too. It's what we do. We're ready to put everything we know to work for you to ensure your outdoor time is fun and your home or business remains bite-free. Our comprehensive pest control services have helped countless homeowners and businesses enjoy their outdoor spaces. Whether they buzz, bite, or scurry, we know how to deal with all types of pests. Our pest control services will help rid your home or business of mosquitoes, ticks, fleas, and rodents, so you can enjoy your indoor and outdoor spaces again. Call Mosquito Joe's. Outside will be fun again.
Whatever your technology needs are, Secure One can help. Learn more at SecureOne.com. SecureWON.com.
The Wareham-based AD Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is North America's largest cranberry grower, the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts, and a recognized leader in environmentally responsible real estate development and stewardship. For 170 years, AD Makepeace Company has supported community events and organizations like your Wareham Gatemen. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Attention baseball fans, are you ready to hit a financial home run? PCT Federal Credit Union is here tonight to make your dreams of home ownership and driving off in that new car a reality. Their unbeatable low rates on mortgage and auto loans are a win for everybody. Back here on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. In a pause of action, we also stepped away for just a moment. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're back to action nonetheless. So it was a first pitch fastball foul down the left field line as the Gatemen are down 12-5. It's top 9, last chance for Hyannis to extend their lead. The batter was Manny Garza. Just a normal foul ball down the left field line, but it appeared that he hurt something in his hand. So he steps out, and we are waiting whoever this new batter is to step in during this no ball, one strike count. And now we finally get a look at who it is. It's Camden Janik, a catcher out of the University of Illinois.
Attention please, pinch hitting for Garza, number 19, Camden Janik from Champaign, Illinois.
So Camden Janik will step in. No balls, one strike. It goes from a lefty batter to a righty as Gavin Black has his second inning of relief. Kyle Marchak with Ethan Eibe. Not your normal baseball game today.
Suppose all good things have to come to an end at some point, though it ain't over till it's over. I'll say that.
As the great Yogi Berra once said. Janik, a .273 hitter in 6 games, and that one's lined foul. So now that begs the question, what will the Gatemen do to re-spark another winning streak? They've had 2 consecutive, broken up by just 1 loss. Two. Fouled off. Remains the same count. Two balls, 2 strikes. And a curveball misses upstairs and outside. Gateman will look to come back from what could be a 7-run loss today with a 5 p.m. visit tomorrow to Katuitt. Full count. Black kicks and deals. Slider swung on and blooped into shallow center. Summerhill dives. Did he just make that catch? Yes, he did. Summerhill with a Gold Glove effort for out number 1. This kid can do anything.
You're down 7 runs, but you still don't quit. That's Brendan Summerhill in a nutshell, and hopefully he's okay out there. I see he's slow to get up.
A ball he had absolutely no business making a catch on. And with the support of his buddy Johan Desero, he does get back to his feet just fine. Just needed a breather. Yeah, didn't look like a normal play out there, huh?
No, just you have to charge in on that blooper, trying to track it and then time your leap to leave your feet and make that snare before the ball hits the ground. And he made a soaring play.
So now it's Kane Kepley's turn as Janik, who stepped in replacement of Manny Garza, flies out to center on a bloop shot. Kepley, 3 walks, a single, and a strikeout. And that 3 walks pretty exemplary of where this game slipped away, Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, from the get-go, the walks were a problem for Cole Layman, and unfortunately that spread throughout all of the subsequent relievers pretty much.
Over for a strike.
Things really got away in that 4th inning with Patrick Gallet on the mound. He allowed 5 base runners, all on free passes, 4 walks, and a hit by pitch. Every single one of those guys came around to score, and that's when the Harbor Hawks really started to put some distance in this game.
1-2 now. And the pitch bounced in the dirt. Layman started. 4 walks from him. 1 walk from Faulkner in 2 frames. 4 walks from Gallet in just a third of an inning. 5 outs of baseball from Pluta. He only walked 1. Since then, no walks allowed by our past couple of pitchers as that one's fouled off. But 10 walks total for a pitching staff that leads the league on the bad side of things in that category. One of the few things that they're worst at. Line drive right side, diving effort from Putnam. It's into right field. A base knock with 1 away. That ball just skipped away as well.
It was a low throw from Lippy, and it got through both Desero and Jimenez. Luckily for them, Kepley didn't advance.
Just one of those games, huh?
Yeah, this is one they're just going to want to flush down and come back tomorrow, give it a shot again.
So a runner on first with 1 away. John Gazdar's turn. He's got, you guessed it, a couple of walks today. And then 3 putouts. 1-0 to him. Weirdly enough, though, no hits from him. Hasn't really needed to hit as the runner goes. Pitches outside, throw down to second. The tag in time to get him. Dead in the water was Kepley, and a nice throw from Cueto, introducing himself to the Gateman.
Not easy right there. Kepley's got so much speed out of the leadoff spot. Saw just rounding first base. You could tell the guy was quick, but Cueto made a great throw on one hop. That's the Stetson to Stetson connection right there.
That's true. Dessereau making the tag. Good point. 2 Stetson hatters. 1-1 deal with the bases empty and 2 away. That one down low. Well, that's been a consistency of this team, too. A whole lot of good arms from behind home plate. We've seen a caught stealing from all of them.
Yeah, and Cueto fits the mold quite nicely.
2-1. Upstairs, outside, ball 3. (3-1), 2 away. Black ready and the pitch. Swing and a deep fly, foul down the left field line, giving chase is Turner, and he runs out of room. Dips into that area of space.
No
to
man's
the left
land.
side.
No man's land, I'd call it.
Line of chalk down that left field line that designates area of play. Why not take that chalk away? It gives you an extra few feet to catch some fly balls. What if they removed the chalk every time the opposing team was hitting and then re-chalked every time the Gatemen were hitting?
That's an idea.
Small advantage. 3-1. Called strike 3. Punched a fastball on the inside edge at the knees, and he gets the backwards K to get out of the inning. Last chance for the Gatemen. They're down 7. Bottom 9 coming on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. For a good piece of glass, call Abby. Located at 3 Tyler Avenue in East Wareham, call Abby Glass and Locks about getting a free quote for your windows, doors, locks, and other glass needs. Mastria Auto Group. Whether you need sales, parts, or service, call Mastria Auto Group for all your Kia, Cadillac, Mazda, VW, Subaru, and Nissan needs. Mastria delivers. www.mastria.com.
Legacy Insurance has been servicing Wareham and the surrounding area since 1980. Call Legacy Insurance for all your insurance needs at 508-295-1315. Legacy Insurance, your hometown agency.
Looking to buy or sell real estate in the South Shore, South Coast, or Cape Cod area? Joanne Stevenson has been selling Massachusetts since 2000. Specializing in residential real estate, she is a part of the #1 Berkshire Hathaway Robert Paul team. Whether you are looking for your first home, vacation home, or relocating, call Joanne Stevenson, your local Wareham agent, for all your real estate needs. A proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Bottom 9 we go on the Gateman Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Second inning of relief for Casey Hintz. He blanked the Gatemen back in the 8th. We'll see what Wareham can do to try and reconcile a 12-5 deficit with their 6-game winning streak on the line. Hey, we've seen bigger rallies before, haven't we, Ethan?
Yeah, we have. Seen a lot of scrappy play from this group. Have the tendency and the pendants to come back. Never really count themselves out, though this is by far the biggest deficit they faced in the final inning this year.
4-5-6, Jace Reinhardt. Out of West Virginia, the left fielder does have a single in his last at-bat in the first pitch. Fisted foul. 0-1. Hintz, last inning, saw 4 batters, struck out 3 of them. A walk in between from Summerhill. Didn't matter. He was stranded there. Gatemen have left a ton on base today as a swing and a miss moves it to an 0-2 count. Ten left on base, to be specific. Hintz kicks, steals the 0-2 outside. First visit to Katuitt tomorrow, though. 5 p.m. first pitch.
Heard good things. Excited to see it for myself.
Another one of those picturesque Cape baseball towns. Man, Chatham was just charming. 1-2, tap foul.
Chatham, the most capey of the Cape Cod teams, I would say.
Let's make that an adjective.
Yeah.
Capey.
It was cool just to walk around the downtown area, and then to be at Veterans Field, a place with 100 years worth of history, was really something.
1-2 was upstairs and outside. Ate some ice cream, watched a baseball game, ate some ice cream.
Watched a baseball game.
Great day.
Fantastic day.
2-2 first batter, bottom 9. And a tapper foul. Little cue shot. Reinhardt staying alive. Yesterday, the game lasted just shy of 2.5 hours. Here we are, more than an hour longer into this contest, on the brink of it concluding the 2-2. Little roll shot down the left field line. It's fair. Reinhardt rounds first. Picking it up in the corner is White. He fires it in. Doesn't matter. How about a double for Jace Reinhardt? First extra base hit of the afternoon.
Not an easy pitch to hit either. An up and in fastball, but somehow he got the hands around it and elevated that ball over the third baseman Clark's head and kept it fair.
Breathed some life into this offense. Runner on second, no out. Sam White's turn. He's got an RBI single. He does have a double to his credit. 2 for 4 today.
It's Gio Cueto.
Oh, pardon me. Gio Cueto, second at bat. You're right. Cueto rolls one to the left side, charging on a couple of hops. Clark, 1 out. So Cueto, defensive substitution. One away, runner on second.
Nate Early from Louisville.
Here's Nate Early. Another substitution here. Pinch hitter with a runner on second. And the lefty watches a first pitch strike of the outside edge. A 1 deal. On the way, a check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Ben DiCostanzo puts the fist up in the air, so it's an 0-2 count with 1 away. You know what I noticed while we were barking about, looking at the ballpark? There's a thin hole between 2 pieces of metal in the left field wall.
You're right. I didn't even notice that. You can see the yellow stripe along the end.
I think it's cool. Adds character. That one foul. But then that beckons the question. What happens if, let's say Early, who's at the dish here, wallops a ball in the air through that hole? Is it a ground rule double or a home run?
Are you sure that's a gap in the fence?
That looks like a gap in the fence.
We have to double check that.
I'm pretty confident. I was out there earlier today. 0-2 is upstairs.
Through the fence in the air had to be like a ground rule double, but it's so hard to tell.
Right. Well, then it's judgment of the umpire's 20/20 vision, whether or not it was above the fence or not. Check swing. Did he go around? They're going to ring him up. The home plate umpire gives him strike 3. Forward-facing K for out number 2. Gateman down to their final out. Here's Eli Putnam. Done well at the dish. Walk, single, strikeout, triple. 2 for 3.
Oh, I see.
First pitch, swing and a miss. I hope one day we see a ball roll through that small gap in the fence. So innocent and unopposing.
It's just hanging out.
Just hanging out, watching the ball game with us. He went around. It's 0-2. Gateman down to their final strike. Ball game where offense came out in spurts, but the pitching couldn't get the job done early. Casey Hintz, second inning of relief. He's been on cruise control. The pitch, swing and a miss. That retires the side. The Gateman 6-game winning streak comes to an end, and Hyannis walks their way to a 12-5 victory, Ethan.
Yes, like you said before, a game defined by the pitching, or lack thereof, for the Gatemen tonight. Certainly uncharacteristic from a group that has been so strong over this last week plus. Cole Layman started this ball game. Wasn't the most ideal start for him, and unfortunately, the bullpen couldn't pick up the pieces like it has so many times over these last several games. You knew it had to break at some point, and all good things must come to an end.
A rare conjoined outing of struggle from the bullpen today, but the defense had its woes as well. 4 errors from the Wareham defense today on a day where the offense still got some of the job done. They collected 11 hits throughout this contest, driving in 5 runs, but they couldn't get it through. So with that, how about the highlight? Eli Putnam had a good day at the dish, a 2 for 3 from Sam White, and a couple of knocks from Jace Reinhardt as well. We had a handful of multi-hit performances to bring a bright side to this 12-5 loss. So that's kind of a summary of this ball game today. 12-5, your final score for our producers, Joseph Henry, Allison DeWitt, our sideline reporter, Jesse Simmons, and my broadcast partner, Ethan Eibe. I'm Kyle Marchak saying so long. We'll catch you guys next time, 5 p.m. on the Gateman Baseball Network tomorrow at Get To It on